Hey, PFC Nation. Tom here.
This is Al.
It's Tiki.
This is Huss.
Thanks for listening to the show. Just wanted to ask you guys to please rate us a 5-star on iTunes. Rate and review the show. Goes a long way in helping us grow. And obviously, the more we can grow, the more we can give back to the PFC Nation.
The more we grow, the more we show, guys. Get it?
We're growers, not showers.
I was going to allude to that. There's something like we're all bigger now.
Is that good?
Well, look, either way, guys, we need those reviews. They help us big time. So please. Hell yeah, we're still going out. This is going in it, dude. This is going to be an intro for the next 10 episodes.
I just want to hear the show.
All right, guys, into the show. Thank you for support. Peace.
One love. Start with
Who won? The order.
What? Come on, dude.
It's a tough game. 3-2.
On that.
Heartbreaker.
Hold on.
I don't know. Could have gone either way. It's game
Shawn
two
Michaels,
halves.
Heartbreak Kid over
Like
there.
that.
Pull it up on yours.
Macintosh.
You don't have to worry about the clock. Why is everyone getting all quiet? Yeah.
Podcast FC.
I'm nervous.
Coming at you live.
We are coming at you live.
Jazzed up.
See what your man is, bro.
We talking about
We out here.
Yo,
We out here.
PFC.
PFC.
Love it. PFC 236. What up? What up? We in here. High energy season coming to an end. But suck it, Man City, baby blue bitches.
Sit the fuck down.
We
Damn,
still got
Jose
another
Mourinho.
match day
Jose
to go.
Mourinho.
Hey,
Jose Mourinho.
Manchester's still blue.
Jose Mourinho.
Manchester's still blue. Settle down.
How's Manchester still blue, dude?
It's
Pogba,
so, put it this way.
blue
It's so
streak.
blue. Yeah, it's so blue. Pogba's wearing blue
Yeah.
right now. And then there was
Brace, bitches.
It was
Blue hair,
the lead
blue
up.
boots.
It was the lead up
Pogba's-
to the game because Pep came out saying
Dude.
that he was offered Mkhitaryan and Pogba
He's an idiot.
by an agent in January.
Listen.
By Mino. Yo, if you guys are wondering, we're talking Manchester City versus Man United.
Manchester Derby.
Manchester Derby. Go ahead, Snacks. By
Snacks.
the way, we got Snacks in the house.
Snacks coming at you live. Before we start, just
I like
wanna
it
give a
third
quick
person
shout
over
out.
there.
Want to give a quick shout out. So if you guys don't know, I probably never told you, I am a professional video game player. I play Super Smash Bros. Melee, and I'm sponsored
Oh
by
my
T-
god, dude. You're Japanese?
He does have the haircut.
He does have the samurai. Samurai.
So-
Oh my god, like
Oh,
Tom
wait,
Cruise.
who's your character?
Tom Cruise over
Fox,
there.
I play Fox.
Oh, Fox.
Fox is badass.
Yeah, he's
You
the
know
best
what?
character in the
Dude,
game.
this is intricate because you have to know how to play the game.
Exactly,
You can't just be.
You can't just be muscle up.
So-
Yeah,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So,
Dude, who you sponsored by?
I'm
didn't have a
sponsored by an
childhood.
a small esports team. They're called Team Hogpen. They picked me up. It was my year anniversary this past week, so shout out to them.
Dude.
Coming at you live. Yeah.
Happy anniversary.
Staying
But,
out of that 9 to
I
5.
heard there was a game this weekend.
Whoa,
Was it?
there we
Oh,
go.
what's going on? Oh, the button up. That's why I was
Zoom in.
wearing the button up.
It's the only reason I was wearing my button-up shirt today. Manchester is red. Pogba's hair is blue.
Where
His
you
heart's
at,
red.
Huss?
Cut him, he bleeds United. Cut him, he bleeds Red Devils.
I thought you were gonna rhyme that. Manchester is red. Pogba hair's blue.
Liverpool
Balls
sucks, so
Pep.
go fuck yourself.
Way to finish it out.
Dude, we're talking Man United coming back 2-0 down at halftime to win a 3-2 overall. But let's break it
You
down.
guys were, man, I was watching the game with Al and
Tom
Tiki.
with his bad juju
Oh,
came over the
get out of the house, bro.
and Jinxie,
Get out of the house.
Jinxie McJinxerton.
Oh, their energy was just so low. The first goal goes in, and these guys are like, oh my God, not this again. Manchester City, not even starting Gabi Jesus or Kun Aguero.
Kevin De Bruyne.
De Bruyne.
Or Kevin De Bruyne.
The
They're
biggest
resting
piece
them.
was out of the side.
Right, so they're playing Liverpool in the second
Sterling
leg
was number 9.
of the Champions League. They put Sterling in at the number 9. So I was thinking, like, there's a perfect opportunity for Man U to pounce, be the aggressor, and it's not exactly how the game started, right? Man United go down 2-0, and Man City
let's
looked
talk-
like they were celebrating the title.
talk about these two goals, man.
wins Man City? Shut up, Arlo White. This
game-
guy, I liked him. NBC Arlo White, thought he was a great guy, but the drama this guy infused into that company goal, the first
It was a
goal.
once-in-a-lifetime
Yeah.
transfer
Oh
city.
my God.
This game had everything. They had goals. They had a comeback. They had penalty claims. They had Raheem
Tears.
Sterling
They
missing
had
multiple
tears.
times outside 12 yards.
They
have
tears.
multiple things in this game that are just like
He's
just
gotta take
entertaining.
shots every episode.
Little
Shooting
back shot,
shots.
back
It was he missed at 13 yards out, 13.5 yards out. I think it was. Oh yeah, 6 yards out.
4.6.
Dude, if Gabby Jesus is in
He was
this
on the
game,
line. He
Man
was on
City
the
wins
goal
this-
line and missed.
Man City wins this game by
You playing
3
the
goals.
game again, dude?
Listen,
that game.
listen. Let's elephant in the room. Pep Guardiola, you choked here. Said it on the Faux Brits. Listen to the Faux Brits on iTunes. # not an ad. But no, this is the Manchester Derby, and I don't care. And I was telling Tiki earlier when I first got here. Listen, I don't care if it's the Champions League final. You're playing against Real Madrid the next day. If it's the Manchester Derby, you put your strongest squad out there. You have to put your best team out there.
What?
It's a
Snacks.
it's a once in a
Champions
lifetime.
League.
What if you're up 13 points, though?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You have
And they had
to
Champions League down 3.
Freeze it there, man, because Pep's plan worked. They were up 2-0 at halftime. Just
Yeah, man.
see out the
You're
game.
right. You're right.
It was Pep's choice right there to take out Gundogan, put on another defensive midfielder.
No, he put KDB on for Gundogan.
Well, clearly
No, I'm saying like
then,
at
did it?
2-0 up, you can just be defensive and see out the game. Clinch the 2-0, maybe 3, 2-1.
Maybe 2-1.
Well, there's a reason
But dude,
2-0 is the
2-0
most
2-0
dangerous scoreline in
But
the
dude,
game,
2-0
right?
at home, you should walk out there with at least a point.
You should.
Yeah.
To lose,
I mean-
to give up 3 goals at home, they didn't just lose; they lost to 3 goals.
3 goals in 45 minutes,
Bro, there's
too. We
3
haven't
goals in
seen them
16 minutes,
capitulate.
and it's just like you got to put it into perspective. Listen, like I get it. They're gonna win the league most likely unless they have like the worst like drop in the history of
Oh,
drops.
that'd be so poetic.
You know what?
I
It'd
know,
be,
you three, man. You guys are just wishing it on it now.
Well, they
Come
need
on.
Steven Gerrard to get his banana shoes back
Whoa.
on.
Yeah.
Slipping
Well,
slide.
every shot he
That's
can
shot number
take.
2, Bus.
No
He hasn't
response.
fired back
he's
yet.
biting. He's biting.
No,
he's
you know
waiting.
what? No, that type of thing right there. I feel bad for Steven Gerrard. I do. Like I wouldn't
feel
touch
horrible.
that.
Not about Liverpool.
Us is rope a
Keep it
doping over
moving.
there.
So
Keep
yeah,
it
no,
moving.
you gotta again. It's the Manchester Derby. If you're playing like Swansea, not even Swansea. Let's say you're playing like even Arsenal for an example. The rivalry there is not as big as the Manchester. I'm not saying.
Okay, all right. Because you went from Swansea to Arsenal. I
I'm
was like,
not
where
going.
you
No.
with this?
I'm not
Apples-
going.
apples to apples.
I'm not.
I
No,
get
I'm
it.
not going. I'm not taking shots at Arsenal here. I'm just saying. Like the rivalry isn't there. These are crosstown rivals. This is like you hate these people.
They're
It's-
actually 4.4 miles away. The stadiums.
okay.
What
so-
does that mean?
Just so you know, 4.4 miles away.
well,
Context.
but they do kilometers in England. They do kilometers.
Well, I don't know kilometers. we're in America, so.
On to
So,
this,
but
keep your
you gotta Pop Guardiola. Like, okay, fair. What else said?
Yeah,
They
popcorn.
were winning. They had it. They had it, but they lost it. They lost the game.
Absolutely.
and they missed opportunities.
They
huh?
missed so
Dude.
many chances.
Sterling.
Hold on. Freeze! All right, let's rewind all this. Let's go back to like the 3rd minute of this game. Ashley Young, handball header in the box.
Oh my God.
So great, dude.
Hold on,
Header
hold on.
experience.
Ashley Young is the
talk-
best left
Let's
back
talk
in the world.
about. Let's
Yeah,
talk
right.
about
James Milner.
Martin Atkinson right off the bat is going to come back in like the 90th, but Martin Atkinson right off the bat had this game, did a pretty good job throughout. But handball Ashley Young pretended he heads it, beautiful acting.
Fullback play. Great fullback
But then
play.
again, Sterling and Ashley Young had a few battles there in the first 5-10 minutes, and complete foul on Sterling, no call.
yeah, when he
body
just
tackle
rode
him.
Sterling.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
rugby tackled him.
He should have had a quick yellow, but that I don't believe in the penalty. I don't
It
think
was-
that's
it
a
wasn't
handball.
How do you not
Intentional.
believe?
It wasn't intentional.
I don't believe in
that being a
penalties.
handball.
Bro,
I-
he made a.
That's a handball, bro.
He slipped. Here's how I know it was a penalty kick. It's not like it was a sliding tackle. He literally slipped, and he noticed Raheem Sterling was back post behind him. His hand is on the ground.
Tried to head it.
As he
In a-
noticed
in what? In a
he-
natural position,
Yeah,
right?
no, I'd say that's a natural
All right.
position. You're sliding, right? Well, he's not sliding. Actually, he slipped. So it's
Can't-
not a natural
Can't let us
position.
have our
it's
moment.
natural.
Can't let us
Just
have
trying
our
to
moment.
And he balls up his fist so that the ball bumps off of him and goes to a different
It's a
direction.
little speed bump.
That's fullback play.
Play of the game.
It's a
Play of the
slick
game.
fullback play.
Absolutely.
Let's big thing that I need to talk about. I was the biggest Alexis Sanchez hater here, probably.
For what reason?
Not that
Is he
because-
still on United?
Because of Arsenal or
Yeah,
because
yeah,
of
yeah.
something
Is he-
deeper?
To assist.
What happened?
Here's the thing.
Did he go back to Chile? Where is
Here's
he?
the thing. He was
mean
was
2 assists?
non-existent. His first
In, like,
this was
10
what,
matches.
His 11th appearance.
Doesn't
His
matter.
first 10 appearances, he got the assists against Yeovil. He scored against Huddersfield.
Couple goals, yeah.
But he wasn't
The
playing
penalty,
what-
right?
The missed penalty.
Yeah, the missed penalty that he got.
Yeah, yeah. But
I'll
it
tell
was
you what game it was. Swansea.
No,
I
it was
believe.
Hud- it was
was
Huddersfield.
Huddersfield when he got a goal and an assist?
no, Swansea was the game. Yeah.
Swansea, I think, was the main turnaround for Leicester.
No, I
A
agree
game
with that,
ago.
but it's
Yeah.
just
Yep.
this was the game I was like, all right, listen, I understand. Like it was against Swansea, coming off your point. It was against Swansea, so I expect you to do well. I mean, they're shambles. even if they're not going to get relegated, they're just not a good
But
team.
Man United was kind of in shambles offensively.
Yeah, and the thing is that we weren't playing his game. I understand he's coming in January. He's not accustomed to Jose Mourinho football. But you're Alexis Sanchez. You scored 30 goals the season prior. Wasn't having the best season at Arsenal, but not a bad one by any means.
Dude.
He took this game by the scruff of the freaking neck. He put the team on his back. All 3 goals. Fair play to Pogba for scoring 2 of them, but all 3 goals he was involved in.
The first goal, especially, was almost
He dribbled
was the
3
greatest one
defenders
because I mean, in those positions in the final third, we didn't really have anything. No invention, no creativity. Facing away from the net, facing the sideline, was able to turn around, beat 3 players, get the ball in the box.
Find the ball. And under Herrera with that beautiful chest strap. Man, that's
Does
exactly
he have the
Jose's
best
goal.
chest strap
But
on Man
that's why he was
United?
brought in.
Under Herrera, best chest strap on Man United?
Chest pass.
Might be the silkiest.
Yeah, and and it's big. And again, Pogba, I'm saying it right now. Everybody, if you want to take a Snapchat of me recording this, Paul Pogba, best midfielder in the world. Don't at me.
Whoa.
No, at me. At me on Twitter. At Zane Tweets. Come at me.
That is a hot take
He
right
does-
there. That is a hot
He does
take.
everything. He does everything that a midfield he does literally
See, I know what you're saying, and I agree with you in FIFA terms, but in real life terms,
No,
Kevin De Bruyne does more defensively.
No, just because
Kevin De Bruyne is the guy you want.
Just
It's
because he doesn't do
If Kevin De Bruyne was 6'3", there you go.
Kevin De Bruyne has a better shot. He has better passing. He has better positioning.
What?
Yes.
You see Pogba's
Yeah.
Juve goals?
That was how long
what
ago
league was that?
It doesn't matter.
What have you done with me lately?
It doesn't matter.
What, 3 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago, Kevin De Bruyne had that left foot. I think it was 3 weeks ago, something around that. That left foot thriller right to the top left corner.
No, but Pogba, best
Shocker.
best midfielder in the world. Best midfielder in the world.
100% no. Look, this is... Dude, you've been caught up in the moments now.
No, that's so true. That's so
I
true.
bet Snacks is such a romantic. Like, this dude just scored a brace. He had trouble coming into the game. Yeah, we heard about the Pep Guardiola thing, possibly Mino Raiola, his agent,
Wasteman.
Pogba's agent, saying that there was contact between Manchester City and Pogba. Look, for me, Pogba, this was a great game for him, and it's for guys like Huss who hate on Pogba. This is when I like to see get a brace in a big game.
No.
because
It
a
was
lot
a
of
person
people
that's not in the
always hate
room.
on him.
It was a person that's not in the room at the
you're
moment.
right.
That was a
Fareed
huge.
does hate on.
No, I give him dabs when he does something
You give
great.
dabs, you know him like that.
I'm a fucking Lingard.
Lingard.
Rat king.
I'm
You do damn
I'm the most king.
Go ahead.
No, look, well, actually, speaking of Lingard, who was the
speak.
first person that went to the defense of Lingard when he got taken down? Paul Pogba. He's in the air of everybody. Who was he fighting? Otamendi? On that one?
No, it was.
I love when I see the passion like that, when players actually
Absolutely.
That's
want
how you know he bleeds red. Well, I mean, everyone bleeds red.
But at the same time-
he bleeds the badge.
But at the same time, I do have to say well done to Otamendi rather than Lingard, because Lingard in this game, he got hit, started rolling on the ground, then got up and started talking, where Otamendi got hit, got right up, and then started talking.
Dude, Lingard
No,
got
because
Dude,
What
Lingard
if the hit hurt more than the...
nope.
Because you know his feelings.
No, because
Pogba took him down from behind.
time
You're
out.
X-Man now.
Pogba took him down.
Dude, I love that you're giving Otamendi like Otamendi played a good game because he got right back up. This guy sucked. Like he was at fault for at least 2 goals in this game for City.
Now
He's the reason why City is so faulty and they're gonna lose in the Champions League.
Yeah,
I got a
Pogba
big
busted
question.
right through his seams.
Dude, right over
to
his
get that
head
header.
on Sanchez's ball, right over his
Yep.
head on the first one, the second one.
To be fair, Pogba has like 7 inches on him. But
Dude, it's all positioning.
Positioning.
You just gotta push him. The ball was headed in from him.
Dude, it's gonna be a little harder to push Pogba than you think.
Yeah, but
dude.
you got to
He's
try.
fine.
At least try. At
That's
least
like
get a hand on him.
that's like we were talking before. Where
I like
who
that.
was it? Oh my God. Okay, here's another take from Snacks. Smalling is a bitch because he could not outmuscle Vincent Company.
listen.
Oh my goodness.
Listen.
He did get manhandled.
Listen.
Dude, but it's
but
Vincent
who's
Company. He's the
surprised?
strongest
Are
player
you
in
shocked?
England.
Vincent Company has literally. I told him this. He literally has had surgery on every part of his body. He
So did
couldn't-
Wolverine.
I don't
So did
give a
Bionic Man.
damn.
They're stronger for it.
Except for his forehead. His forehead is intact.
Five head?
Like crazy.
Did you see
No.
that ball when
And
he
Chris
had it in,
Smalling,
bro? Almost
not
broke
only
the neck.
he got destroyed. He made, but I mean, Chris Smalling made amends. Shout out to him for making amends on scoring the winning goal
Goddamn
in the
right.
derby.
Captain
Goddamn
Smalling.
right.
For all the haters.
For all the haters.
But he's a bitch. That doesn't take away the fact that he's a bitch. If you get, I get it. It's Vincent Company. The guy's freaking 500 pounds.
Yeah, he's not a bitch.
of
He's
muscle.
He's on the softer side.
You know what, Snacks? You know
He's
what I
on
will
the
say?
softer side. He's not a bitch.
He's not a bitch. he's not a starting Man United center back.
Oh, that's facts.
It can be.
Vidic doesn't get bodied.
Not-
Rio
not-
doesn't
hey,
get
hey,
bodied.
hey,
But-
tell me.
you know what I mean?
Not the
I
big
mean, no
games.
one
Not
on
the
United could stop him right there. Nobody
Maybe
could have stopped
Bailly.
him.
Maybe
That's it.
Eric.
No, Bailly
That's
doesn't
about
stop
it.
him.
No one else.
Bailly
What?
does not stop him.
Listen,
Bailly.
Bailly looks
You're
small, but
sleeping on Bailly.
he's
You're
a
sleeping
big
on
man.
Bailly,
He's a big
yeah.
man. He's
He's a
taking
strong-
kicks
Vincent
to the-
Kompany is a bigger man.
He's taking kicks in the head from Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I will take Bailly over Company 10 times.
He's got
out of
that
10.
Ivory Coast elephant strength. You
Guy
gotta watch out
knows.
for
He
it.
knows.
And Vincent Kompany doesn't. Dude, this guy.
I told you, Tiki. I was bringing the fire today.
I love
Look,
it. I love it.
just because of his injuries, do not forget that if Vincent Kompany was uninjured,
Healthy,
he would
yeah.
easily be
Was,
the best.
if, could be, maybe.
He would
Where-
easily
where
be
are
the
we?
best defender
Yeah.
in England.
Yeah, but
easily.
that's if. What about Toby?
Dude,
But
hey,
what about
Hussy.
Toby?
No,
He'd probably
no,
be player of
Vin-
the year this year.
Vincent Kompany would be better than Toby.
Oh, hey, dude.
No,
uninjured.
Company is probably one of the top 5 greatest defenders in the Premier League era ever. You know, easily.
I don't know about
Dude,
that.
he
bro.
hold on.
In
He
terms-
transformed this Man City team. He's been the captain.
Okay, as
through
far as
all
the
his
Well,
Yeah,
he
success.
also came in with
As far as
Aguero
a
and
leader,
stuff like that.
captain,
And Yaya Toure.
a defender in general, man.
Dude,
This
he
guy
was there
has,
from
he has,
day
he has
one.
goals in his game.
Yeah,
He wears he wears copas.
He's a
You
leader.
know? He's old school.
That's
you
a
know?
bonus.
No, I mean, this guy is one of the greatest, most reliable guys.
So the real
apart from
question
Ginger.
is-
Reliable?
I don't-
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
mind that.
Real question. What were your thoughts, Man United fans? What were your thoughts on Lukaku's performance?
Solid.
He
man.
did his job, dude.
Did his
first,
job.
First half,
What
he,
if you guys
he-
lost?
hey,
We are not on the
what if
same
you lost?
page.
It doesn't.
First half, he had no speed. He couldn't get a ball anywhere near his vicinity.
Both halves, he couldn't get supply.
Yeah.
We scored our goals on set pieces and like long balls over the top. It wasn't
High
this
school football.
beautiful joga bonito. It was a
Classic
typical
Mourinho.
Mourinho play, dude. Over the top, lob it in. He got no supply, man. And he did work for 90 minutes. He closed people down. He pressed when he was supposed to.
It was a
I
Kept
distraction.
the defense honest.
Yeah, he
I'm glad
drew.
you
He
brought that
drew.
up.
I think he had a 7, maybe 7.5 out of 10 game.
And that's,
Maybe
what,
seven.
that's,
His job is
because
to
you
score.
win. If you lost, probably 6.5. But
Yeah, but he
that's
gets no
just the way it
supply,
happens.
man. He
I
This is-
think
no,
not
no, no,
starting
no.
Juan Mata
Was a
was a
problem.
reason because of
Was
that.
a
Yes, he
problem.
got
Agreed.
less supply.
100%.
Mata,
100%.
He brings. I said it on the Faux Brits
Yeah.
last week. He brings the best out of players like Lukaku, like
does,
Sanchez,
man. He
like
keeps him
Pogba,
constantly
He can
touching
like
find
the
it.
ball.
Lingard.
Yeah, he can
Exactly.
find him.
But he's a poor. Juan Mata's a poor man's David Silva. He doesn't do anything fancy that's like, wow, he's blowing me away. But he's like the gel. He's the glue guy that keeps
Yeah.
that
What
offense
about that
ticking.
scissor kick versus Liverpool a couple years ago?
I know.
That-
He
that-
could've
we're going all the way
that
back
was-
there.
That was pretty
He could've
wild.
repeated
We're going all the way back.
Mata
that was-
tries
that
an
was-
acrobatic goal every game and misses. For Man U, man's a little too old.
But
Dude.
he-
Bro, hold on. How did Ashley Young, no penalty kick on Aguero?
Dude.
Ashley Young almost breaking Aguero's
Hey, I'm
leg
gonna say
in the
this, man.
79th minute?
That's just
You know-
Fergie giving the ref an envelope of cash,
What
bro.
the hell
That was the
was
most
that?
obvious.
Listen, we
red
take
card.
the
Never
3
mind
points.
PK.
That's a red.
That's a red, dude.
You
I don't
almost
know
broke
what
his
happened
leg.
there. I'll
Nah.
take it, but that was
Well,
a red.
he did hit ball, and then he rode the ball up and then hit his leg. But he
But-
did go studs first.
Dude,
It was high. It was a
He
high
lunged,
challenge.
and he lunged.
If
He
that's
jumped.
not in the penalty box, he's gonna give that a foul. Isn't he gonna? The ref will roll that as a
That's
The
foul.
ref was scared. Big
It
stage.
was high in his shin.
Yeah,
stage.
That's why I brought up Martin Atkinson in the beginning of the game. First 5 minutes, he was dodgy. The last minute of the game, giant dude. If you didn't even see the ball one, you saw the momentum, like we said. You saw the studs
The
up,
lunge,
dude.
dude.
The
Like,
linesman's
both
right
feet
there.
off
That's
the
the
ground,
biggest.
yeah.
The linesman can easily flag that.
Easily.
But this
no one,
is-
no one
Unfortunate.
wanted to, though.
Little fortunate there.
This is
Yeah,
an
yeah.
old school type of game that we saw this weekend.
Yeah,
Like
that
this
was
is like a
dope.
'90s game right there,
That
where
was
it's
nice.
just kind of like
the best game I've ever watched. But just going back on Lukaku real quick.
Ever.
There was a first half.
Ever. That's a bold. That's a big statement.
First
That's
half.
what I said.
First half. De Gea clears. Listen, when De Gea kicks the ball up, he's going for Lukaku, and sometimes I get it. 95% of the time, he's not winning the headers. Against Liverpool, he's getting both of the headers against Lovren and Van Dijk for the Rashford goals. But there was one where he was literally all by
Maybe.
himself. When he was all by himself, I'm not even exaggerating, by himself. There was no defenders on him; they were just holding back, and he missed the header. He missed. He didn't. It's not that he like mishit it and it went to the like. That would have been one thing. He missed it. He missed time. No, it doesn't happen.
Yo,
Not
why-
if you're a professional
Yo,
footballer.
why you nitpick on a Lukaku though?
Listen, I am not the biggest Lukaku guy alive.
he benched him in FIFA.
Hold on.
He didn't play him in FIFA.
He
You
did.
serious?
Wow.
Will-
Give him the ducats.
I will-
How do you not play Drogba Jr., man?
I will say I will praise the man when he scores and he has two great
Oh,
performances.
fair weather fan. Good to know.
No, hold on.
Hold on.
But the thing is, it's because I'm a Zlatan guy. I'm wearing Zlatan's jersey as we speak.
It was
right
not
now.
Lukaku's fault, though.
What do you mean, dude? The
Dude,
header
you
was
busted
right
his
there.
ACL.
Hold on. Where was Zlatan at 24?
I think he was at.
As far as production wise, give this guy some credit, man. You're comparing him to one of the greats of all time.
I'm talking about this specific game right now. he was not like I don't know how you got like okay sure he was distracting the defenders, he was pulling them away so that Pogba could make that late run into the box, but for me like you got to be able to.
Let me ask you a question then, Snacks. Right, so transfer windows here, summer. Who would you purchase?
Harry
Who
Kane.
would fit?
Harry Kane.
I always said I'd see Harry Kane eventually going
Harry
to Man
Kane.
United.
But if Harry Kane, you can't get Harry Kane, you get Lewandowski. We're Man United. We can buy whoever we want.
You're not getting Lewandowski.
No. We're getting Lewandowski.
I think Madrid might beat you.
Or
to the punch.
Bayern. He'll probably stay with Bayern.
Madrid won.
But no. Harry
Probably
Kane.
Lewandowski
Harry
reportedly
Kane
wants
is the
that, but we'll
perfect
see.
fit. Harry Kane is the guy that I would spend.
agree with that.
I'd break every transfer record in the book to get Harry Kane.
And I feel like Harry.
You need that position. You don't need that position. Lukaku's doing a job right now.
But would Harry
He's
Kane
got
as a
less
person
goals
go?
than Sterling, so I mean, I don't know. Listen, I'm not a Lukaku hater, but I'm not a Lukaku fan. I'm like in that bittersweet in the middle.
right, you didn't start him in FIFA. You a hater.
I'm putting Rashford there. All right,
Again, we've already talked about him. I have to give another praise to Pogba.
goat.
We talked about I won't no. There's many times that he looks like a goat out there.
Wow.
But so when it comes down to it, we talked about this the last couple weeks. For United to beat City, I even said it in Fancy Talk, Pogba has to be world class. First half he wasn't. Second half, that little extra goal right there, boom. That gave him the confidence. He went right back at it. That's the type of Pogba that you need week in, week out. Now, the interesting thing is, next week, are we going to see the same Pogba, or is he going to go back into his shell?
That is a great question of consistency when it comes to a world-class player. Can you do it week in, week out, Pogba?
Season in, season out.
And if United lose this game, does that mean Pogba's out during the summer? But because they won, because you saw the emotion, does that mean he's definitely staying?
I don't think he would have left.
Yeah, no,
depending on this result.
he's too.
Early, yeah.
He's too.
It's too early.
Mourinho, he may be an idiot when it comes to player management and player treatment, but
Not
he's
Pogba,
not.
though.
He's not.
He hasn't criticized him.
No,
once
but
in
he's
the
not.
media.
But he's not an idiot when it comes.
He's not
to,
an idiot.
But when it comes to
He's
his
a mad
personal-
scientist. He's a genius.
He understands that Pogba is too good. He understands that he's too good. He understands that he fits this. Whether you agree with it or not, he fits this team. He does fit this team. He does exactly what he's supposed to do. He was doing these things in the first half where he was just like out dribbling everyone when he should have passed it, to be honest. And like, I think this is the turnaround game for Pogba. I think this is the game where you're going to see. There's that one game for every player that they spur on. Jesse Lingard's was, we'll just say hypothetically, was Arsenal. Marcus Rashford's was the Man City Derby from a couple seasons ago. Anthony Martial's was his debut. These players will get a game and they'll spur on. And sometimes it pans out, sometimes it doesn't. But like Huss was saying, is Pogba going to be the...
I thought Pogba played pretty well, man. Even in the first half. I was reading articles where people were saying Pogba played like shit in the first half, which is just asinine.
Yeah.
Because
He did play very
no
well.
one played well for anyone on United in the first half. And he was at least some
Showing
ingenuity,
life,
some
yeah,
some
taking people
life.
out.
In the second half, he came alive.
Yeah, but first
but-
half, if he's
but
going to be the
if he-
face of the team.
Well, in the first
Not yet,
in
man.
the
He's not
first
the face
Manchester
yet.
Derby
He's not-
at
he's
Old
not the-
Trafford, he was missing from that game. We
Look
lost.
at his face! Oh my
We lost-
lord!
Who's the face of United if Pogba isn't?
Pogba is
Alexis Sanchez.
Easily.
No way.
He has
Alexis
a he's
No
an
way.
emoji.
No.
Alexis just got
I understand that, but what I'm saying is,
He
yes,
can't lead
in
the
the
team.
media they've given him the face, but on the field he's not. He's not
on
the
the
face.
field,
We don't have an identity
look,
yet.
On the field, he's not. But what I'm saying, you think Man United, you think Mourinho, Pogba.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
he's the guy
As
who's
far as
recruiting.
commercially-
Pogba's the guy who's recruiting.
As
Who's
far
the
as
face on the
commercially,
field then?
Of course.
Who's the face on the field
We
if it's
don't
not
have
Pogba?
one,
was
man. That's why
Zlatan.
we're playing like shit.
Was
So you're
Zlatan.
faceless.
It was
Your
Zlatan.
identity. You don't have identity.
Face, De Gea.
Yeah, for real.
I'll give you that.
And I
That's
think
a
right
problem.
now, and
It's a
I think
problem
going
with the team.
forward, if you see the way we play, Alexis Sanchez, whether he gets the ball, they're looking for him. And like right now, and maybe even into next season, Alexis Sanchez is going to be the
Dude,
guy going forward.
Alexis Sanchez is going to be the guy because since 2014 he hasn't had a summer off. This is his first summer off since 2014 because he's
Rest,
been playing
recuperate.
international tournaments. He needs a preseason with United. He's good next season.
Yeah. Shout out to
There you go.
Eames. He was. We were talking about it, and he was like, "Listen, Sanchez next season is going to be scary." And again, earlier on, I was just like, "Dude, this guy's a fraud. I don't like him." But well, it's not that I don't. It's not. No, but it's not. I don't like him. I get
He
frustrated.
said
I get.
fraud.
I get frustrated. But same thing. Keep moving. He's going to be good next season, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen in the summer. Who we recruit.
I don't know if
Dude.
he eclipses what he did at Arsenal.
Oh, he will.
We'll see.
I don't know.
We'll see, man. We'll see.
will.
I don't know.
Everton.
I see an injury coming on.
Everton 0, Liverpool 0. We're not taking that bait.
No, that's what I see. Yeah,
Merseyside
okay, cool.
Derby.
It's a snore
He's a
fest.
sidekick.
I took a
Snorefest.
nap.
Oh my god, I did literally take a nap. I woke up and then I was watching that I took a nap.
Salah
I woke up
FC,
like
Huss.
this.
Are you ready to admit it? No Salah starting.
No goals.
Team does nothing. Absolutely nothing.
But they did get a clean sheet, which I will commend them for. Although it was Everton who sat back until the 80th minute.
Dude, it was badass, man. It was badass tactics.
It was a B squad for Liverpool too.
Badass
Absolutely.
or just bad?
And I think it was badass by Allardyce.
I think
he
it was
was
just
like,
bad.
we're not going to match up with you guys, so why would we open
But
ourselves
people
up?
were calling for
It was-
Allardyce's head after this game because he didn't go after Liverpool's B squad. You know, he
Yeah,
played
he
it
did.
safe. He played like we saw in the game. If you watch, 80th minute, there was nothing up until that for Everton. 80th minute ticked on. Bam.
Okay.
Calvert-Lewin
So first
came
of all,
in.
Okay, let's look at
There
the-
was
let's
life.
look at
The
Liverpool-
last 10 minutes was crazy with chances.
Let's look at Liverpool's so-called B squad.
It's not soft, but I mean,
Karius
it's still
in
the
goal.
B squad chemistry-wise.
Right, so Lovren, Van Dijk, Nathaniel Klein back at right back. Now you got Klavan.
Not fully fit.
Playing at left back. That's where you could have really taken advantage of him. I put that more on Theo Walcott. James Milner, Jordan Henderson, Wijnaldum in the midfield. Solid three right there. I think the only
Was up
B
top.
squad thing was the front three.
And that's why you can soften up
They
on,
made four changes.
That's why you can soften up on being so defensive and try and do something going forward. Rooney subbed off on the hour. You know,
Deserved
they
it.
had
He
nothing.
looked miserable.
Deserved
He's
it, though.
washed.
He
But
did
he was-
He's not
pissed.
washed, man.
What?
Rooney just walked down the tunnel. He was absolutely steamed
Dude,
that he got subbed.
but
He is
man, he
washed,
wasn't-
Snacks.
he-
I agree. Rooney is washed, son.
He's
He fell off.
You've been dying to say that, man.
No, dude.
Dude,
I've been calling it. He
you
fell
could
off.
see in Everton,
going to
man,
Miami.
you could see there was.
Beckham.
It seemed like there was no tactics. Players were confused. There was no structure against Liverpool. It was just don't concede.
Dude,
that was
but
all they
that's-
were
but
told.
and that was fine, man. It worked. It got 0-0. Everton
But then
no
you get the
business-
ball. No, everyone's like, where do we go? What do we
Dude,
do?
the last 10
Give it to
minutes, you
Bolasie.
literally saw it. The last 15 minutes, the tactics switch, man. Allardyce was basically saying, and we've seen these tactics before from Tony Pulis, hey, for 75 fucking minutes, keep this game tight. We've even played those tactics. Sit in, play negative. We're not here for the fans. We're here for the point. After 75 minutes, you saw them go after Liverpool. They had chances.
I understand.
The tactic was to sit back and try to rob a victory, bro.
I understand.
It worked.
I understand the tactic, but it's a Merseyside Derby. And
But it's Everton.
that's
I'm
the
gonna
X
tell you
factor.
this,
That's
but
the
I'm
X
gonna tell
factor.
you
You
this.
want to beat the shit out of this team. If you're not going to beat,
False.
you're going to hurt them.
False, man.
What you don't want to
Merseyside
do is
Derby.
lose at home.
Everton,
That's what you don't want to do.
they've played 24 Merseyside Derby in recent times. Liverpool has won 22.
Well, they haven't won in 8, I don't
I'm
think.
sorry, 52 played. Liverpool have won 22. There've been 21 draws and 9 Everton wins, bro. This is not the kind of
It's not an
derby
even
where it's
playing
like the
field.
Manchester Derby of recent times.
I
Go
agree
ahead,
with you
Huss.
with Sam Allardyce for the fact that a lot of people don't like him because, first off, Everton fans, I feel like, get a little caught up because they see a team that they want to be good, but
Exactly,
they
man.
really aren't that good
They're
yet.
not that
because
good.
anytime, no,
They really aren't that.
yeah, but anytime that Liverpool plays a team that comes directly at them, Liverpool cuts them up. They just devour them.
Absolutely.
But every time that they have a struggle,
that's
it's usually
tactical.
a team that's lower on
Just
the,
like Man
in the
United,
table.
right?
It's because they're sitting back and sitting
Exactly.
back and sitting back, and they might get lucky with like
Some
West Brom.
lots of magic.
Well, I'm
because-
talking about the other team where West Brom will usually get lucky with a well, not lucky, but fortunate with a corner or some sort of free kick or set
Yeah,
piece.
set
Well,
piece,
Liverpool
Where-
can't impose their game plan when a team sits back, right? They want
Absolutely.
to high press, they want to counterattack.
Exactly.
So
Absolutely.
when a team is sitting back, you don't have the ability to do any of
And
that.
it was brilliant
you have
tactics
to
by
play out. Yeah,
It was
But that-
negative. It was boring, but it worked, guys.
to me, here's why it
Everton
was a
got
snooze
point.
fest.
Listen,
One shot, Bolasie had a good shot, good save by Karius.
Oh,
Great
very,
save by
very
Karius.
good
red
save.
cards. There've been so many red cards in this derby. I was
Yeah, there was
expecting
no
at least a
fire.
little bit of
It was
fire.
a snooze fest,
fire.
man.
Dude,
We all fell asleep.
here's the thing with Allardyce. I think we're at that point where he saved the team from relegation.
That's it.
Regardless of what you say of his tactics and what he was trying to do this specific game, he's out of his element. They're in the top half of the table. Allardyce doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know how to manage a team once he's got them out of relegation. That's why he doesn't.
Whoa!
That's-
we forget about Bolton Wanderers here.
We're talking
We're talking about a team with 4 consecutive 8th place or better finishes.
Baba Yara?
We're talking about
I
a
mean,
team in
no.
Europe.
Eighth
We're talking
place.
about a guy who's been there. It
I'm
may have been
just saying-
2005,
We're
2003.
talking
Yeah,
recent
I was gonna say.
times.
This guy
Recent-
was there. This guy's got
I'm
experience.
saying
Let's not
recent-
discredit.
I'm saying recent times he doesn't
Bolton
know what
Wanderers.
to do, and you gotta look at the personnel.
The
man.
game is passing
Wayne
him by.
Rooney off at the hour mark.
Dude,
It's
Wayne
just-
Rooney
listen,
deserved to be
and they
off.
were
Tom
away
Davies
from
as
that.
well.
Yeah, and of course, again, you want, like, as a fan, you want your team to spurn, and I think Al's coming from the fan perspective, but as like the analyst, like we got, like us. Sometimes you gotta put.
I understand.
We were
I'm
playing
not saying-
FIFA
I'm not
as
saying I don't
we were playing
understand.
FIFA and we were Finland, and what was I saying the whole game?
Don't remind me.
Go for the point.
And what were you
Let's go
doing?
for the
Giving the
point.
ball away in
And
midfield.
what do we do?
What were you doing?
What Tiki and I do? We went for all 3. And what do? We took them.
What happened in the
We're
game
in
before, though?
rock and roll.
We should have beat you with.
Dude, I'm sorry.
Wait, no. The thing is,
Yeah, it was 2v2.
No, we had three. We had 3 chances inside the 6, and Tiki had the classic rather than the alternative. So he hit cross
Excuses.
3 times. No,
Excuses.
you know.
Scoreboard.
You
doesn't
know.
We'll serve you guys. With
We
India
cut you
Nation
up
right
with
after
India.
this.
Even in those nice uniforms. I like it.
Last
Those
quick
uniforms.
comment on Everton. I think the fans aren't spoiled. I just think they're in this dilemma where they've qualified for Champions League under David Moyes, and now they want to push on for more. So even when they had Lukaku last year, some fans were like, "Yeah, he's good, but he's not quite what we need. He's not the guy." And they're suffering for that. I think they're just suffering from that syndrome where they touched Champions League, they touched that apex, and they want to get back there.
Yeah.
And anything below that is not good enough, and they
A lot
don't
of
realize
teams
who they
struggle with
really
that.
are.
It's not only that, but it's the fact that they got new owners. And what happened to Man City when they got new owners? They started doing really well. So when they spend all that money, Everton fans like, here we go, like Man City. Well, maybe not yet, anyways, but they thought they were going to progress from last
They
year.
tried. They
You
brought in
need
11
to get
players.
Tiki
Well, that's the problem.
Berschenstein
But-
to get in there, you
and
know?
then-
They didn't bring in the right players.
They gotta go
But
through
it's
that
not.
phase,
It's not
though.
even that. I think
The directors.
Tiki, real quick. Tiki said it. I think the last time I appeared on the show, they didn't replace Lukaku. You can buy all the players in the world you want, but if
Yeah.
you're not getting a bona fide goal scorer,
20 goal scorer.
like
Toussaint-
someone
Toussaint
you
Check?
could sell. I mean, Toussaint
He
might be
might
that
be the
guy.
guy. He might be the guy.
But I'm saying earlier in the season, because now they're
Yeah, they
picking
got
up
him in
form and
January.
stuff. They could easily be in 7th place right now if they didn't have that.
Yeah, but the difference, though, with
Capitulation.
Everton, Man City, when they had the money, they bought a priming Sergio Aguero.
Yeah.
When Everton had the money, they bought Wayne
Sigurdsson-
Rooney.
Huss, who's gonna come
An
to
aging
Everton?
Wayne Rooney.
Well, no,
gonna
Wayne
come to
Rooney came on a
Everton.
free.
Well, that's the thing.
What type? Aguero's gonna come to Everton? A type of Aguero
maybe
player?
maybe someone you can get some
Nah,
young talents.
Not happening.
You don't know. You don't
Man,
know.
Everton
Scout
are
better.
out having
Because there's money- hey,
they're
money
not having
counts.
the worst season. They're not having the worst
I
season.
mean, they're
man.
still in the top
They're,
four,
they're
but
sitting
they're
in
not,
9th.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
no,
were in
they picked it up.
relegation zone. A relegation threat.
Yeah, they're
you know.
safe.
Again, they want more.
They should be higher, but they're not. But I mean, look who's above them: Leicester, Burnley, and then you got the top 6. So
Yeah, they're not
I
too
mean,
far.
if you-
off.
Bad Arsenal sitting there in 6th place.
Hey, going
Speaking
for that
of
Europa.
Arsenal-
son.
Hey!
Go for that Europa.
Speaking of Arsenal, they skate by here 3-2 against Southampton.
We
Almost
skate
got
by.
nipped in the butt.
We skate by. We
Dude,
did
it was 2-2. It was nerve-wracking at some point, man. Southampton showing life.
Nah, we
Looks
had
like
it
they're
the
on
whole
their way
time.
down, though.
Nah, we had it.
Well, I mean, Charlie Austin was there, so you had to be a little
Oh,
afraid.
young Chuck Austin, dude.
76
This is a
seconds after
savage.
being subbed, Charlie Austin
Bang.
ties the game up.
Are
2-2.
you ready to listen?
thinking about
Are
you,
you
bud.
ready to listen?
Thinking about you, son. It's like, oh, no,
Raheem Sterling missing outside 12 yards and Charlie Austin. Things are just,
Now you're wrong.
it's not like I'm just making this stuff
well, they
up.
call you
Yeah,
Huss
you
Thomas for a reason.
I was talking to Huss and Tom about it. Scrotum Mustafi.
Scrotum.
Yeah.
The worst center back in the Premier League. All things considered. Let me tell you
My
why.
dude's got hot takes today.
Let me tell you why. Yeah, I'm a romantic. For 40 mil, a World Cup winning center back, a leader, a god at Valencia. Not a god. That's over. But he was a solid player, a very good player at Valencia.
He played at Valencia.
And he was
We can
really
say that.
and he was really, really good at Valencia. And he had an amazing World Cup in 2014. Here's the thing. Did you see Shane Long's goal? He didn't.
What?
Mustafi didn't move.
Wait. Who do you blame more though? Mustafi,
job.
Mustafi, or the keeper? It's inside the 6.
Mustafi.
Mustafi.
100%
Mustafi.
Mustafi's fault. You know
Thomas
why?
speaking the
He's scared.
truth.
It's not like Mustafi didn't even see him.
But
okay, if he didn't see him, he'd still be guilty of not looking over his shoulder to see where the center forward was. He literally looks over his shoulder, sees Shane Long. The ball goes inside of the 6. He does not attack the ball. Fundamental center back play.
What's
attack
worse?
that ball.
What's worse in my mind though? Forget about that play. It's the fact that these two players have been playing with each other since last year. They still don't have chemistry.
Well,
A center back and a
who?
keeper should have
Okay.
chemistry.
Well,
Regardless of the
Mustafi.
point, that was on Mustafi. Regardless of the chemistry, he had his man. He looked at him. He saw him. He's like, all right, Shane Long's there. And you don't expect Shane Long to score. Fair enough, but still.
bro, he's got heart. He's always gonna be. He's
Yeah, he's
gonna
a
put you
hustler.
under pressure.
He's Irish. He's gonna run hard.
He's a pest.
But
Shane
it was.
Long's a pest.
I saw that and I was just like, wow, this guy's garbage. He's proper bad.
And look, Arsenal, the way we were playing, I thought we were on. The way Arsenal were moving the ball, quickly. It wasn't as much of the side to side as you're used to seeing. It was more direct, trying to find Aubameyang's feet.
He was good.
Yes,
Aubameyang
we're
was
resting
very good.
players. Ozil didn't start in this game. I loved
Resting
the
for
debut.
what?
The debut start. Europa, Brett.
You're not
But
gonna-
whoa,
you're
whoa,
not gonna-
Don't act like you were. Don't act like you haven't been
Yeah,
there.
Tom,
You're not
Tom,
gonna
take
be
a moment.
there,
Take a
bro.
moment.
Oh,
Take a
you think
moment.
because you got your
let's
hat-
do a
because you
bet.
got your cat hat on. Now you can just be all
I'm
cool.
like 3 or
Like
4
you-
beers in. Let's get a bet going here for Europa League.
Oh,
Oh boy.
That's it, right in the middle.
What?
Of it. $50. Arsenal don't win it.
Whoa.
Nah, I'm not ready to
Where you
say that
at,
yet.
Tom?
I gotta see the draw. I gotta see the
Man,
draw for the
shut
next
up
round.
about saving
I gotta see
players,
the draw
man.
for the next round, son.
Hey,
Listen,
I don't
that's
even-
what happened.
Let's talk about saving
what
players real
All
quick.
right. Well, hey, you want to revisit this
Ar-
after the next round?
Yeah, we can revisit
No.
it. Round of
After the-
16.
All right. All right.
Arsenal
Alright.
took the one player.
Okay,
Until
round of
later
16,
note.
we can
Until
re-
later
we can
date.
revisit.
You guys done?
Hey, Tom.
Arsenal
So
took
if
the
we're gonna do
one
this,
player who's not playing Europa off in the 70th minute.
Aubameyang.
Aubameyang, why do you take him off?
That was weird.
What?
To bring Lacazette on.
Yeah, but
to get
71st
the
minute?
jump
Take off Welbeck.
I get
Because
that.
Welbeck was on a
Aubameyang's
hat
not a
trick.
fit.
Come on.
Welbeck's got 99 stamina. Come on, let's be real.
Let's be
Right.
honest.
Yeah, but it
He
wasn't
gets
a stamina
no
sub. He saved
durability.
him for Thursday, right?
Take off
man's got
Nelson.
99.
Try to
He
put.
did take out Reece
No,
Nelson.
I'm saying Lacazette on the right side. Have Lacazette, Welbeck, Aubameyang up top.
Hey, mate, did we win the game?
They
Won
got the
game.
3
So you
points.
can't criticize Wenger's substitution.
Yes, I can.
He did the right thing. At the end of the
You're
day.
subbing off the one person that's not playing this week.
Okay,
No,
we'll
I
see.
don't- I
We'll
don't
see,
know.
we'll
I
see how
don't
he plays. But
Aubameyang should be playing 90 minutes every game.
I was glad to see.
Like, yeah, I can see that point. He should be. Get the goals, get the reps.
Yeah,
he's a
he's not
striker.
playing on
He's not.
Thursday.
He's not doing. He got a
not
goal,
eligible
so he's doing
on
good.
Thursday.
Him and Lacazette should be playing 90 minutes, but we know this is Wenger. We know that's not what he does.
Yeah, but
There's no
Lacazette,
explanation
maybe
for it.
not 90 minutes for Lacazette because he is coming back from injury and he is needed for Thursday.
All right, fair point.
Cool.
Fair
But
point.
regardless, Aubameyang, I gotta give him.
Irregardless.
Reece
I gotta
Nelson-
give him.
My
Go
bad.
ahead. No, go
Reece
ahead.
Nelson looked absolutely live this game. What did you guys think about
I like
Reece
this
Nelson?
kid.
I
I
like
do.
him a lot.
Look,
I
he had
like
a hard
this guy.
game,
We
man.
didn't bring the youth through, bro.
Nah,
You said
bro.
We didn't bring
Where
the
was he?
youth
No,
through.
no,
Where
yes.
was he positioned?
Yes,
Was he
I'm
out
gonna
wide?
say this.
Started attacking mid, but then Iwobi would drift in. Iwobi was on
Hey,
the
man.
right wing, did switch
Hey.
a lot of times.
That's good.
He played like this at the start of the season, disappeared, and he's back now.
This was his first
Maitland
EPL
Miles,
start
Name him
start
out.
of the season.
Yeah.
though.
for Reece
Maitland
Nelson.
Miles as well. Where's he at?
Okay,
Iwobi.
But we're bleeding. We're bleeding him in. Is
bleeding.
Chelsea playing any
No,
youth like
don't
No, he
this?
compare
sold them to
anyone
Man City.
Chelsea.
You know what I mean?
Don't compare Chelsea. Chelsea's
Man
on its own
United,
level.
you guys got a couple.
Yes. No, we got a
But
few.
they're in and out. They're in and out. McTominay, what's happened to him? All of a sudden, he's not playing. So
He was in
these
the
things
Derby,
take
bro.
time, mate.
Pogba's back.
These things take
This
time.
is weird. Now you want to take time. You don't want to get these youth in there. Like
I
play
do, but I'm
'em.
not Wenger.
Yeah.
I'm
See,
not.
the thing
Reece
I loved
Nelson for
about-
me.
I
He's
think
the
you do a
only.
better job than Wenger, to be honest.
Thank you. You know, I got my Revs official jacket
That's
here.
what I was
you know,
thinking.
Hey.
Reece Nelson is he's the only player on Arsenal in that starting lineup who'd actually take people on one-on-one.
That's what I was gonna say because when
You
I
know
saw
what?
him play,
It's that fearful
all I
of
thought,
youth.
athlete. This dude, he is courageous. Where with Rashford, when we saw him come in, he was taking people on,
Yeah.
going at goal,
100%.
and he didn't stop. Since this kid, if he just keeps going with that, you're gonna succeed. You have to show faith in your players to just take people on. If you lose the ball, be the first one to get it back. But if not, keep going at that play. Keep going at that play because at the end of the day, you will break down a defender. One of those times, that could be the
I'll
goal.
tell you what. At the end of the day, it's all about Danny Welbeck.
I was texting
Danny
Tiki.
Welbeck. Get himself a goal and assist. I love it.
I was texting Tiki, and I was like, "Oh, you know what? I scored a hat trick with Danny Welbeck before, so in FIFA. So, no, shout out to Danny Welbeck. He had that first goal. I don't care how deflected it was. That was sick.
Yeah.
I thought it
And
was
his
great.
flick,
first
his
touch.
flick on the
Aubameyang.
Aubameyang
Yeah.
assist.
that was bad boy.
That was
I
That
thought
was
the game was
bad
more
boy.
about Mohammed and nailed it. The game, the red card.
That was so off rhythm.
That's fine.
Look, yeah, that's
that red card- that red card
Is he learning from Shaka?
No, that
no. Make sure to get the red before you leave the
We
pitch.
need to appeal. Arsenal needs to appeal
Yeah.
Mohamed Elneny's red card. It's the softest red card I've seen all
Look,
year.
On
No,
paper,
softest red card had to be Jack Stevens.
That was
Nah,
a red
that was
card, man.
legit.
That was
That
violent
was
conduct.
soft, man. Jack Wilshere being a little bitch, getting up in his grill.
that was
Yeah,
a perfect.
I was playing
You know what
devil's
else he got
advocate
up in?
today.
Dome, son.
Dude, he got tossed and he tried to get up
Dude,
like
that
a
was
big
a perfect.
guy. No, you got
that was
tossed,
a perfect
bro.
call by the ref. Red
Those should
card
not
for
be
Jack
red cards.
Stevens.
The hands
should need
went
it.
above
No,
the
no,
base.
no.
They need to
But
change
that's
the
why.
rules.
That's why Elneny got it.
They need to change the rules.
Pushed. He didn't
Bullshit.
punch, but he pushed the dude's face.
Yeah.
Hands to the face or hands to the head. Automatic red card. Plain and simple.
I thought Elneny pushed. I didn't see
to be
anything
fair,
on
man.
the face.
To be fair, that was Jack Wilshere's red card. The ref was looking to balance it out because he wanted to give Jack the red, but you can't give a red for shirt tugging. That's part of the game. That was a yellow. That's why I gave it to him. But as soon as Elneny was 100% soft, but when he pushed him, he went to push him, and the hands went up into the face. So
Look, Arsenal 6 on the bounce now. 6 wins in a row.
Quietly putting
So
something
yeah,
together.
you know,
6 wins in a row.
Well,
in sixth place.
you know what time of year it is, though. You know what time of year it is.
That's
It's
it.
the end of the
You're
season.
right.
Every
You're right.
goddamn
good.
year, man.
Look, man, when Arsenal
It's
wins,
so- 'cause
the
it-
views
all
on
the
Arsenal
talk
fan
goes
TV
down.
are down. When we lose, now it's a big deal. So we'll see how it goes, Al.
Yeah, Arsenal's playing for the contract again.
yeah,
Playing for
you're
that
right.
Champions League.
100%.
5-year extension.
Playing for that Champions
Whoa.
League.
Chelsea won. West Ham won. I love this, man. London Derby right here. East Side versus West Side. Taking it back.
East
Big
Side?
Hawk. Love it.
You know what? I love the fact that Conte basically came out and said, "This draw is just resembles our entire season," and I fully agree with that. This team has been up and down. We've seen this in the last
Sure.
4 years: winning the league, dropping down, winning the league. Now we're here. And it's just
Well, I mean, they performed well in this game. They just didn't take their chances. I mean, in the first half alone, they had Willian had a chance. Morata had 2 goals offside, and he could have done a little bit better to stay on
Morata's
set.
trash, but
Morata's not trash.
he's.
You think Morata's
You
trash?
guys are
Take number 3.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Hit it, Snacks.
So
Dude, do we forget how players develop when they're young?
Yeah,
you know,
man.
like in
Morata's
2
like
years.
25.
Was Raul always a world beater? Kinda, yeah. He was,
Yeah,
you know,
that's a rough
but there's
example,
other
yeah.
people that are.
Listen, Morata. When I look at these players in the Premier League, I'm looking at them for the Premier League. Mkhitaryan is an amazing
It's his
player.
first year, man.
I don't care.
Dude, see, when we come to dude, when we come to first year Blues, man, I think of Patrice Evra and Nemanja
What about-
because when they first came here in
Wait, wait,
January,
wait.
They were
they
nightmarish.
sucked.
What about?
They sucked.
Hold on a second. Hold on. What
And
about?
within 2 years, man, they were part of the best back line in
But
Europe.
what about Pogba?
What about
Last
him?
year, it was his first actual year in the Premier League.
And it
last
was
year.
a down year. It was a down year. He hit the post 9 times. We all had to justify that. He had a decent year, but he didn't have $100 million year.
Listen, Morata for me, he falls too much for my liking. He doesn't take his chances.
the
He
first
needs
year
to
he's
beef up.
in Serie A. That's
He's
where
a
he grew
no,
up.
but he is a clinical finisher. But what's happened?
he's technical.
What's happening? There's rumors of him early in the season. Like he's like, I don't know if this was the right choice.
Yeah,
But
you know why?
He's
Because
not.
the
He's
owners-
weak mentally.
Nah, the owner's battling the manager, dude. So there's drama all of a sudden. He
Yeah.
just wants to play football.
When
They're
the club,
bringing
when the
in
club
Giroud.
is going down or sloping down, a lot of the times the players are as well, right?
Absolutely.
So we're
Look at
all
Hazard.
Eden
That's
Hazard.
Hazard right here.
This doesn't mean Hazard isn't world class. He had a down year
for sure.
when Chelsea finished in 10th, but then they come right back and he's the
But you
player
know-
of the tournament of the EPL.
But guys like Hazard have earned it. I can see why Snack's saying Morata sucks. I strongly disagree, but he hasn't quite proven it. For me, it's always the EPL first year Blues, man. The dude cut his craft in Serie A very
What about Mo Salah
against
then?
contact.
Or what's Mo Salah's
Mo
excuse?
Salah was at the EPL. He was in the
Yeah,
EPL
experience.
before he left.
But
he
he
was at
didn't
Chelsea.
play,
He
guys.
played, but he knows the
played
league.
2 games.
But he knows the
Yeah.
league. He
Weather,
knows the league. He
conditions,
trains.
Look,
traveling.
You know, that's the biggest
Absolutely.
thing with
It
Morata
helps.
right now. It's not just that, but it's the physicality. And when it comes down to in the next couple of years, if he stays with Chelsea,
gonna
he
get
will not just be
jacked.
better in the Premier League, but if he does go back to Real Madrid or something, he'll be even better because
Absolutely.
he'll take that physicality, which he's learning right now, to a league where there's not as much
Look,
physicality.
I
dude, he had a
understand
couple-
Snacks not being sold on Morata.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's
I
having a
am-
down year. He's
I
definitely
am,
having a down year.
But yeah, he's got more to prove. Give him his
You're
first
also
year. Give
you
him his
also
first
sold
year
they
base.
also
When
sold,
he did it-
sold Costa to get him basically, and Costa is out. He's the perfect forward for Premier League.
Dude, this
in my
guy's-
mind.
For
I said-
Chelsea.
well, sorry,
For Chelsea, he's the perfect
Drogba
forward.
was, but for recent times,
Very similar.
Costa was. Who's
And
better
he
than
was
Drogba in
fire.
the last few years? I know Harry Kane scores a lot of goals, but Costa was
Suarez.
perfect
Suarez
because
was
when
dominant.
Costa
Suarez.
played big
You want us to
games,
keep going?
big
Thierry
te-
Henry-
well, no,
Thierry
oh, sorry,
Henry is
Aguero
not-
was-
just kidding.
but
Mad
when
respect
it
to
comes down
Drogba.
to it, when they play big games,
Fast to kill Arsenal.
he never disappeared.
Nah, he's a
For
big game
Costa,
player. He's a big game.
because he would just disrupt the defense as well mentally.
Drogba was a late peaker. Maybe Morata, maybe
Dude,
the
guys,
same thing.
forwards peak at 28. Morata's 25.
Dude,
It's coming
Drogba
together,
didn't,
man.
Drogba didn't put it together at Chelsea until he was about 25, 26.
He came from Marseille.
24,
yeah, like
25, 26.
It
My
takes a year,
my
man.
thing
This
is
kid's
though.
got
My
it,
thing
man.
is
This
you
kid's got
guys,
it.
not you guys, not
You guys.
not you, not
What you trying to say?
yeah,
mean
not
you
PFC.
guys?
What are you trying to say?
Watch yourself, brother.
Premier League fans.
Yeah,
with the
let's take this guy
whole-
outside.
With the whole first year Blues thing. Listen, you're in the Premier League now. I don't. And you're the starting guy. You were
Snacks.
70 million.
Snacks.
Listen,
Trust me, dude.
Hey, Di Maria
Trust me.
couldn't do it first year Blues. He was gone.
He's a
Dude,
bitch, man. He's a
trust me.
fucking bitch. Don't give me Di Maria. If you want to see me angry and hot takes and stuff,
Well,
he's
No,
garbage.
I'm saying as far as extremes go, that's a classic case of first year
Look,
Blues.
Snacks.
Came here, wasn't comfortable, couldn't adjust, couldn't
But
settle.
he
gone.
no. But you have to understand, Louis van Gaal doesn't know how to play football, man. He doesn't like. If you saw,
He knows how to play a certain way.
let me
and
give
he
you.
doesn't deviate
Let me
from that.
let me
but
give you an example.
He's one of the best
Anthony
managers, like,
Martial
all
was our
time.
leading goal scorer in the year 15-16, and he had 11 league goals and 17 goals total, and he was our leading goal scorer.
Oh, it was a bad year though.
But it wasn't.
Man,
No, but
I
we
mean-
finished. Okay, we finished 5th, but we won the FA Cup. And we didn't win a trophy the previous year in his first season.
My
aware.
thing is, not everyone is.
What are
Gareth Bale.
you getting at?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
talking about Di Maria.
I just don't think it's it's not worth it to give Morata the like. If he's not good now, I don't see why he'll be good later.
Dude, the
why
fact that
not?
the fact that
That's how
Lukaku is
players are.
performing
It's
at United in his
You actually
first year,
sound
the
like
way-
Chelsea, selling all the youth players.
real, though.
But he's not
KDB,
young, he's
who's this Kevin guy?
25.
Sell him.
Yeah, but the
No,
best
isn't-
the best forward is
Lou,
peak at
Lou,
28,
see you later?
29.
Here's the thing. He's young in terms of experience, right? Look at him.
Yeah.
Bit part player at Real Madrid, bit part player at Juventus. This
More
is his
than-
first chance
Yeah,
to be
not-
the guy. Even
a
at
little bit more
Juventus,
than bid part.
A little bit
And
more.
they got
A
far
little
in the
bit
Champions
more,
League,
right?
so let's not
And-
forget
yeah,
that.
and he was doing work.
Won
so
the Champions League.
let him. Wow, PFC love right there.
Yeah.
Nice
think
high
this
five
is-
between us and them.
Oh, that's
Give
2.
him time.
That's 3.
We never show
All
love.
right, guys. Just don't bring it under the table. All right.
There's more to come later.
That's fine.
Chicharito with the nice goal
Lucky
though.
number 5
Little
over there.
P. Evra gets the start today. Evra was a dog this game. Evra was a beast. I love Patrice Evra, man. I love this game.
Dude, happy Monday. I love it, man.
How
Monday
can you not
morning
love
videos.
Evra? Dude, he's awesome. He's the man.
Dude, Joey Hart has some special saves this game, making a shot for himself.
Oh my God.
The one against Giroud,
Al, can you
saved
be
it
on
onto the post. Alonso's shot as well, Schürrle. Happy for Joey Hart, man. I hope he fights for his position for the World Cup. It's probably his last World Cup anyway, so.
You hope he fights for it? Well, I guess
man,
he
I
can fight
like
for it,
Joey
but
Hart, dude.
I've never
Why-
been a big Joey fan.
I think he was a little bit full of himself when he was at City.
Yeah.
I don't support the guy that was the head and shoulders
He
guy.
went to where was he over in
Torino.
Torino.
He went to Torino. He had the same attitude probably. Thought he was the shit. Didn't play. Still had the same charisma.
I just think if you look at everything, Chelsea right now, looking at the table, 54 points for Arsenal, 57 points for Chelsea. Can Arsenal finish above Chelsea? What do you guys think?
No.
No.
I don't care. As long as we win Europa, I'm fine.
But what do you think? If you have to pick, gun to your head, you got to pick. Do you think Arsenal can finish above Chelsea?
Yes. Yes.
I love this man's confidence.
Yeah.
I
Like,
love it.
can they? Of course they can. There's always a chance.
Okay, will they? Yeah.
No.
I'll take it that far. I'll take
By
it
the
that
way,
far.
they're not going to win.
Smells
Chelsea
bad,
crumbles.
Huss.
Chelsea crumbles.
Meatballs?
You're not going to win
Meatball
Europe
sub?
anyways. I let go Madrid.
No, we're 3 points off of them.
All right, let's keep it moving,
Atletico
man.
Madrid.
Other side of London,
Europa.
Stoke City
Upset. Lick my
losing 2-1. No, Tottenham Hotspur
Threw up a
here. Harry Kane back in action. Couple of tackles here. Had the English fans nervous. Peters getting stuck in on Harry Kane as well, but
Harry.
finishes the game nice and healthy, nice and fresh.
Christian Eriksen goal was unbelievable.
Dude, this is
So
fucking
dirty.
This
He
is fucking,
only scores screamers.
Like,
this is
You saw it
BS
earlier.
right now
Should've
because
picked
I'm
him up.
watching the game and my big thing was that I sold KDB in fantasy and picked up Son. So I'm like, all right, cool. Son, here we go. He's started. He's gonna feel it. He scored multiple times in the last few games. So I'm like, this is it. I'm going to separate myself.
no.
Nope. And I have Ericsson at least still on the team.
Okay.
But I'm like, okay, 15 points to 2. And then I could have made the commanding lead, but I didn't.
Hey, when did this become fantasy talk with Huss?
Since I became first place.
So, going back on the whole league table thing,
Where are you?
Tottenham,
Where are you, Tom? 60.
I believe you just interrupted, I guess. I was about to say something. You just
Tottenham-
interrupted. That's rude.
Tottenham and
You're rude.
Liverpool tied on points. Tottenham have a game in hand. Man United also have a game in hand. 4 points clear. Can Tottenham come back to steal second place from United? Can it happen?
No.
You know what?
They're taking.
Spurs is locked in as a top 4.
Can Spurs lose the top 4 by 10 points with 6 games to play?
No. Not lose top.
Chelsea.
No. Can they lose third place? It's not. They're not losing top 4. They
I don't know, man. I mean, they've rolled over before.
not 10 points.
They're gonna lose to.
The
They're gonna lose
only
to Man
way
City when they play.
Spurs get to the third place is if Liverpool, because Liverpool don't have the depth. That's where they're screwed. Liverpool,
they
I
also,
believe, will
in the
beat
game-
Man City in the Champions League, and they'll start They'll get those bright lights for the Champions League, the semifinals.
And also how Salah's groin is.
And I think they'll start resting their big players like we saw this past game in the Merseyside Derby and start focusing more so on the Champions League. And that's why I think Spurs can catch them or surpass them going to the third place, because Spurs, they're out of the Champions League, and all they can do basically is try to finish as high as they can.
And when
FA Cup.
They still have FA Cup too.
Yeah,
Against United.
okay, FA
Chelsea
Cup
have
and
the
league.
FA Cup.
FA Cup.
United
Well,
have FA Cup. Spurs have FA Cup.
Put it this way
Arsenal
also, that
Europa.
Spurs,
Dick.
We have to play Arsenal.
Europa.
We got to play Arsenal one more game. We have our game against Arsenal.
right after City plays Liverpool, they play Spurs. So let's say Liverpool do beat City on aggregate at least. City's going to be pissed. So that week, I do not see Spurs beating Man City.
But either way,
I think City's winning the league. Oh, sorry. Well, if
Weren't
United
people
lose
saying
too.
the same thing
But-
about the Manchester Derby? Oh, they just lost Liverpool 3-0. They're going to come back stronger.
No,
Even with the
not me.
weekend
I predicted
shot.
United. I predicted United. And
I
I never do that.
was my
I saw
thought
that
process.
shit, and I almost commented on it.
Yeah, because like it's one of those things where I figured that there's certain people that are going to be rested, and their head's not in this game. As much as it is, there's half of their brain still on Champions League.
No doubt.
Once Champions League is out of the head,
it wasn't the.
it's
derby.
like full on machine gun mode. We're going to score like 5 goals against
I
Spurs.
think once they win it, though, they're just going to rotate and try play up the Zinchenkos of the world.
But they haven't won it yet, so it will be Man City and
will be.
Spurs. It'll be Spurs that Man City come in like, if we lose to Liverpool, you're our victim now.
this is how whack Spurs
But
is. It's
either
all about
way,
Man
if you
City.
think about it, that works both ways too. But what if they miraculously? You can't write it off. You can't write
Of
it
course,
off.
yeah, Barcelona did.
If they beat
to PSG.
if they beat Liverpool, then they have that momentum going in against Spurs. This doesn't look good for Spurs.
So this is
Either
a
way-
lose-lose right now.
Either
for
way,
Spurs.
Spurs, and they got rolled over earlier in the season. It ain't looking good. Harry Kane, you better start scoring again. Dele Alli had a
I think
very
Harry
nice
Kane will
assist.
score. He's chasing down Mohamed Salah right now.
He isn't catching them,
He's got
bro.
the
He
goal.
isn't catching them.
You know what? I
He
truly
might.
believe the third place comes down to Liverpool versus Chelsea later on in the season.
I think
Because
Chelsea's going to pick it up.
they
Chelsea's
might grab a
out, dude.
point from Liverpool because they always play Liverpool well. But when it comes down to Spurs, I see them in third place. It's going to go City, United, Spurs, Liverpool.
Arsenal, Chelsea.
I like that. I like that.
Damn.
And no Arsenal. But it is what it is.
You're always trying to take shots at me, bro.
That's
It's not what it is. Okay, you're always trying to take shots over there. You're B-rabbit.
You had the same thing.
Nah,
we
man,
had
way
it actually
fresher.
matching.
Yeah, way
we're matching
fresher.
over there.
Fuck the free world. 313.
No,
Come on, be rabbit.
Spurs.
He's choking.
Yeah,
He's
shut up, Bob.
choking.
No.
Shut it, Bob.
Spurs. It's good to see that Harry Kane is out on the field still. Like after that injury,
He's a
everyone thought he was
machine.
going to be out for weeks at a time.
At least
He came
couple,
back
yeah.
like after
man,
what,
Gareth-
2 weeks?
Gareth Southgate must be flinching, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like all
Like,
of
put
it,
him
like,
away.
Every time
I
he gets
need
a tackle,
it.
he's
I
like,
need it.
he twitches.
Dude, a little blood doping and HGH goes a long way.
Never heard
Recovery.
no-
Oh,
yeah, it goes a long way. in
Are you
Never heard
kidding me? They don't
nobody.
have money for HGH. You see what they're paying the players?
Well done, sir. Shots fired.
They're
Shots
drinking
fired.
whole milk. That's it. Not even 1%.
Is that a bald spot over there? Hey everybody, this episode of the Podcast FC show is brought to you by Hims, a new wellness brand for men. We've all seen the Wayne Rooney post-hair transplant picture.
I almost did a spit take.
Hussy's cracking.
We've all seen the Wayne Rooney post-hair transplant pic, and many others like it.
I'm choking right now.
All right, here's ball.
I think we can all agree, not pretty. Hims looks to avoid this awkward situation by helping you to curb your hair loss problems proactively and discreetly. Why wait until you're a cue ball before you decide to make a change in the way you look? Get that hairline from your teenage years back. Hims will help you regain your confidence with the ladies, or men,
Hey, no.
without having to undergo any drastic surgical procedures or dodgy medicines as seen on TV at 3:30 a.m. on cable with potato chip crumbs all over your chest and FIFA and you lost in Liverpool and Ryan Hussey. This is the story of Ryan
It's got
Hussey.
personal real quick.
So, 66% of men lose their hair by age 35. Okay, that's a fact. All right, we took a poll. That's a fact. The thing is, when you start to notice your hair loss, it's too late.
I'm not losing my hair.
Well, you're the exception to the rule, man. You don't need Hims. You don't need Hims, okay?
But if
But
you
you
were,
might.
So,
If Farid was here.
the solution for Hims.com. It's a one-stop shop for hair loss, skincare, sexual wellness, all for men and maybe women. Read the fine print. So, if you order now, our listeners get a trial month of Hims for just $5 today, right now, while supplies last. See website for full details. This would cost hundreds if you went to the doctor or a pharmacy or some guy in Mexico, but, avoid the airfare. This is all for you, all for the convenience.
L's on fire.
Go to forhims.com/FCsoccer. That's forhims, forhims.com/FCsoccer. Forhims.com one last time /FCsoccer.
No
Love
hashtags.
it.
Boom.
I feel like the hashtag should be "Here we go."
Hey, that's
kinda-
the first good joke you've had in years.
That's not a joke. First off, I have a good joke at least every day.
Backhanded compliment.
Because you hang out with 9-year-olds and 5-year-olds who think you're hilarious.
Oh no! First off, if we're
That
talking about
sounds
that,
like
I
a
have
cop
non-stop jokes with those.
Non-stop jokes. What are you, Robin Williams? Is this Patch Adams? All right, what's next?
I love
Moving
it.
on.
Reincarnated.
Dude, Leicester City 1,
As I'm
Newcastle
alive, so.
2. Newcastle out here. Benitez doing absolute work, man. Always,
Rafa's so
always
about this
spoiling the
life.
party.
Every time I pick against Rafa Benitez, he's
All right,
just surprised.
I had a feeling.
Actually-
I had a feeling. Dude, Ayozi's been on fire for the last
Yeah,
since
man.
January, man. He's been a good fantasy pickup. I've been
playing well.
shunting him.
John Joe.
But yeah, Jonjo with the
Jonjo.
strike too.
That
man.
was. I'm watching it live now, and that was a nice
That
goal.
was a class goal.
Jonjo's the man.
So this
Liverpool
is-
should've
We're
kept
saying
him.
he was the Kabai of the.
No, first
That was
off,
a handball too.
Yeah, well, dude, he's that guy that
Deflection.
spreads the ball. He's the Scholes, the Modric, the
String
whatever.
puller.
Yeah, he's the guy who's supposed to be pulling strings and scoring goals.
Get the occasional
Frank
red.
Lampard-esque, he like that's an EPL archetype. A number 8 that goes box to box, bangs in goals from anywhere.
Dude, Iosi Perez with a nice lob over Kasper Schmeichel. Morgan.
Casper's
him
having
and
kind of a
Morgan.
suspect end of the year.
Little
here.
bit,
I mean,
little
that wasn't
bit.
really as far as Mo Morgan and Maguire.
That's why I was
Yeah,
very
Morgan was way
surprised
off
you
him.
guys were like in on him at Manchester United to replace.
I like that
their
dude.
head.
I really do. I do.
Hey,
You know why? Because he won't.
Off
He's a shot
the title
stopper.
I
off
think
the
there's
title
so
year.
many other goalkeepers
Dude,
to
come
get
they are,
before
man.
him.
No, they
could've
are.
got
Every
You
single-
guys
Ederson.
were like, yeah, we'll get Casper. It's like,
No, I was like, I'm open to Casper, man.
But the problem,
think
here's
it
the
should be,
thing with
man.
United, we're very rare on buying just the random guy. Like Manchester City,
Arsenal's
excuse
the
me,
king of buying.
buying-
Marwan
buying-
Shamak. Arsenal's the king of that.
buying Ederson. I didn't know
Francis
who Ederson
Jeffers.
was. I had no idea who Ederson was. Our latest hit on random players was Bailly. He was I knew he played at Villarreal, but I had no idea who he was. I thought he was a striker at first when we bought him. Not gonna lie.
this?
That's how we play.
Bailly.
Eric Bailly?
That's how we play.
when we first got him, but that's the problem is we're just going for the household. Oh, Kasper Schmeichel had a great year winning the Premier League with Leicester. We'll just
No,
get
but
him. Nah, it's
even
cool.
man, this guy was at Man City. It was him or this is
Joey
the
Hart.
biggest
Him or
story.
Joey Hart,
It's the
yeah.
corniest story now. It's been told over and over now. I'm sure, but him versus Joey Hart. Mancini was there, and he was like, it could be, or was it Pellegrino? Anyway, no, it was Mancini, and it was either Schmeichel or Joey Hart to be the number 1 at Man City through all those titles and trophies, FA Cups and everything. And he went with Joey Hart and Kasper Schmeichel got loaned out.
Or
Gonzo.
Damari Gray is sick.
He was gone for years. Now he's back, won the title and everything. So you see their value in the Joey Hart of now versus the Kasper Schmeichel of now. I mean, who would you rather?
Let's not get too caught up on
Option
quick touch,
C.
fellas.
Too
Option
late, man. We're
C.
talking goalies.
real
This is
quick,
a
real
rarely
quick.
discussed
That was
subject,
deep.
and we're delving deep into
Real
this.
quick, I kind of missed the bus on this one, but
Hey!
see what I did
How's
there?
that happen?
See what I did
How
there?
does that happen?
So you're
How
talking
do you
about
discuss-
Rafa. Now,
Are you missing
actually,
in the pool.
you looking in the
Rafa and Jose always
Rafa?
have like a big like feud. Who's doing a better managerial job, Rafa or Jose? Jose has Pogba. He just got Alexis Sanchez in January and can only get the second. Fell out of Champions League.
No,
but then
Al,
Rafa
listen.
went to Championship.
Newcastle is sitting at 10.
And now he went. He took a relegated
Look at the
team.
margins.
Hold up.
Look at the fine margin between 10th and fucking 20th.
Hold up.
Okay,
Hold up.
17th.
Let's also
I'm
look
gonna
at
finish
this.
this real quick.
Look
He
at
took
the
a team that got. He took a team that got relegated, lost
Open
all
your
his
eyes.
best players, and then found a way to
He
reincarnate.
did not lose his best player.
Wijnaldum, Sissoko, Wijnaldum and Sissoko were the best
Yeah.
players.
They
And
were
and
not
Krul.
Richie
Hold
Hold
on, him. He retained Matt Rich, and he lost Tim Krul.
Krul. Those are the
Tim
three
Krul's
best
a
players
big
on the
player.
team.
They won the championship like this, man.
We're talking about right now.
like this? They bounced right back.
Okay, and then they came to the EPL.
Why
and
did they
lost
bounce
those
right
guys
back?
that they win
Why?
the
Why did they
championship
bounce
with?
right back?
'cause
Rafa.
Hold on.
Dude, they had a Premier League team in the championship.
Okay.
They did not deserve. They're not pulling a West Brom.
No,
they
they're
did
not.
not deserve to be relegated.
Or
That's why they
Sunderland.
bounced back right away. so
Ah,
they brought back Premiership players.
The players
I have
who
a
helped
question.
them
Yo,
be
hey,
promoted, some of them
Hussies.
got taken away.
Here's an
Absolutely.
easy one. Here's a given. Let's compare the pressures of each manager. You
That's
know?
it.
How much pressure
How are we comparing rosters?
Hold on.
They have the best player. They have the best midfielder in the world.
That's why we're above them. And that's why we're above them.
Yeah.
That's why we're killing them.
But who's doing the better managerial job?
Jose, because he's in second. The objective of the league is to win it. Whoever's closest to the top.
No, I don't think it's that final. I think
I
it's margins.
I
guys,
think
'cause
it's
we have to
margins.
we have to look at pressure, which is a real thing. But you look at the absolute confusion at Newcastle. Mike Ashley, the owner, he's been wanting to sell the club for years. Rafa's holding it down under unstabilized.
They barely have a
ownership.
striker.
Not only that, but the spending margins between the two clubs
Dude.
are way vast. So yes, Man United
and
is more
Rafa-
precious Mourinho, but I
and do we
think this is
not-
a valid question.
No, it's a valid
They have
question.
Hold on,
time out.
You have
It's
Valencia.
I'm saying it's not that
Yeah.
easy.
Jose
like,
Mourinho-
It's
I
not
think
that
it's absolutely
You know,
easy.
if
Absolutely.
if this is a flip flop, Jose Mourinho had Newcastle, they'd still be in the FA Cup. They probably
don't
would
think
have.
they-
They probably would have made the league.
I don't know. No, because he would have talked shit about all of them, and they would
What
all
are you
quit.
talking about? Aren't you guys Mr. FC Porto Mourinho? Every time I talk about
No,
Pep,
no,
you
no,
bring
I love
up
that.
FC Porto.
Well,
So
that
why are you
Porto-
saying with Newcastle he
Because
couldn't
that
inspire
Porto
that
team
drive?
was way better
they
than
had
this Newcastle.
quality.
Okay, hold on.
Ricardo Carvalho, you had legends.
Hold on. Just quick.
They didn't have
You all
Gillen.
seem to forget that we finished in 6th place last year. This is Manchester United. Manchester United doesn't
Thank you,
finish in 6th. Recent times, yes, they have.
You were able to
finished in
get
sixth
Alexis
and
Sanchez in January.
Just pause.
And how's he been doing?
They
Wasn't shitting on him 20
they-
minutes ago?
They finished in 7th.
Because of the manager.
Hold on, hold on.
guys.
They didn't. They did like they don't finish in 6th or 7th place. This is Manchester United in the Premier League era. They finished outside the top 4 a handful of times. Newcastle is you can't compare Manchester United to Newcastle. They're different clubs.
If you
We're
take
not- we're
if you
comparing
if you
Rafa
take
Benitez to
Sir Alex
Mourinho.
Ferguson out of the picture, yes, they do finish in 6th.
Okay, but
What?
But that doesn't matter.
We're
We're not talking about Sir Alex.
25.
No,
Because you take Alan Shearer away from Newcastle.
Yeah, what do you have?
No, I understand that.
Yeah,
But no, just say that they don't
Don't
finish
do
in
that.
6th.
Don't do that.
No,
Big Pepper-
they say that they don't finish in 6th since Sir Alex Ferguson
All right.
has left.
So let me
yes,
get this
they do
straight.
finish
So you two
in
are
like shaky
saying,
areas.
You two are saying Benitez has had a better.
I'm
day
saying it's a
than
question.
Mourinho.
I'm saying it's
I'm
not
saying it's
straight
not
up clear.
as easy as
It's not clear.
Mourinho. Okay, Mourinho.
I think it
I'll
sh-
give
I
you
think it should
Mourinho.
be.
I think it's a
Hold on.
nice
That's all I
talking
give a
It's
point.
fuck
not just
about.
like open shut case. There's arguments that
For me,
can
it
be made
is.
for
Hold
Rafa.
on, I think
For me,
so
it is.
because we got 71 points at the 32 games, 6 games left. You know, we're on. We can make. We're on pace to have championship level points.
What's your wage bill, man?
The fact that Man
I would
City,
rather-
Yes, it does.
It
No,
all
hold on.
matters.
You're the best
It
goalkeeper
all
in the world.
matters.
You know why I won't
all
give it? You know
matters.
why I won't give it to Rafa Benitez?
Why?
Because Burnley's doing it with less.
Yeah,
Burnley,
exactly.
Sean Dyche. That's a debate.
Exactly.
I wouldn't say
That's a little
less.
closer.
Boom.
I wouldn't say less.
Doing it with
And
less.
that's why
That's
at the end of the
it.
day,
That's a debate I'll
It's
have.
over.
I think Mourinho
It's
at
over.
the end
That's a
of the day,
debate I'll have.
But I don't think it's just like
no, for
this
me,
is easy.
Benitez is easy.
I don't think
Dyche
so.
is a little challenging.
Actually, you know what?
for me.
Burnley's
Sean
not
Dyche.
doing it with less. I think Burnley actually has more talent than Newcastle.
What the hell are you
Hold on,
That's a different debate.
Well, no.
Let's not do that.
Defensively, they have more talent.
It's not talent. It's tactic.
what about the rest
it's
of the
coaching.
field?
It's
There's no midfield
these
there.
guys
for
are
At the end of the day,
nobodies.
though, talent trumps all, right?
But
Like,
it doesn't-
coaching matters, but talent.
not
trumps
always, man. Look
everything.
at Greece. We go back to Greece in the Euros. We go back to
Portugal.
Porto in
Yeah, after that, what
in the
happened?
Champions League.
Well, they did
Portugal as well.
Portugal
Euros,
in the
beating
Euros.
France
Okay,
and
we go back.
Pogba.
We go to individuals versus
Teams.
a coach and how to
Italy.
be pragmatic.
okay,
So
let's
when
look
I
at
say
that
talent
coach.
trumps all, it's the majority of
So
what
talent
matters.
trumps
It's not
majority.
everything, but it's the majority.
It can be.
All right, let's keep it moving. That was a quick touch. I love it, Huss.
Yeah.
Nice little flat tire in there.
We have crossed the hour mark.
Bournemouth 2, Crystal Palace 2. Poor Zaha tries his best effort, man, to
Hey,
drag
Willie, man.
Palace out of the
You got a new hairdo.
dust.
I like the
I
new
would have. Yo,
hairdo.
Snacks. What do you think about Willie Zaha? Is he ready for the next level? Next level being
Is he ready for
anywhere
Liverpool?
from 8th
He's not
place.
going to
Fine, if he goes to Liverpool, I'm gonna slit my wrist.
And up.
I hope he
Do
goes
I
to
think he's
Liverpool.
ready to make that? So the question is, do I think he's ready to make the top of the jump? The top 6. Sorry, my English is way out. I'm just so excited.
Way
that we're
out.
gonna do-
All them
See?
shots.
Far out?
Far out. It's not good today.
Way out.
However,
1970.
however,
Super
I do think he's ready to make the
Groovy.
jump, but he does. It's a fine line. He can't just go.
Is he going top 6? You mean? Like,
I think he's ready for the top 6 level. There's nothing left for him to do. He's better. He's clearly better than like the Evertons, and you can't say Leicester because they have Mahrez, but like the Burnleys.
Not for
He's
long.
better than that. I think he's a perfect fit for Arsenal. I really do think he can
I
do
agree.
the job at
Spurs.
Arsenal.
I agree.
Spurs, he would be amazing. Liverpool, if they didn't have Salah, probably could
Mane.
work.
Fuck
Man
Mane.
City-
Get that guy out of here.
Listen. If Man City,
You just don't like playing.
I don't know.
against them.
Create rivalry. Bring in Willie and keep the two. Have a battle season. Who's better? Who's worse? Mane out of here.
I think Wilfred Zaha is. I think he's ready. He's a special talent. I wish we didn't sell him. I wish Louis van Gaal had given him
I
that
wish we
season.
could have kept him too.
You
man.
know,
he's
I've always,
so good.
I always liked
So
him.
good.
His personality, his work rate, everything, his enthusiasm, his street
He's
baller
a pretty
style.
awkward sounding voice, though.
He's a kid who played in the park the most of his life and just learned on.
Harry Kane?
What's that?
He has an awkward sounding voice.
Does he?
So-
Not
so
bad,
doesn't
Smalling.
fit the-
Zaha is a perfect example of when a player comes back to a team, you see the team transform into something different. Yeah, fuck you guys. Yeah, I'm doing the steps out on the table. But the thing is, his stats do not
Justice.
it does not do justice to what his play does because he has 23 starts, 1 sub. He's 5 goals, 2 assists.
He's been injured a lot.
I know,
too, yeah.
but out of 20,
No, yeah.
at 24 games, 5 goals, 2 assists.
I'd say
Because-
his impact on the team.
You know, if you had a
50%.
guess,
50%
I'm
impact on
thinking
that
that
team.
I thought he had 9 goals, maybe like 4 assists, 9 goals, 5 assists, because I thought that's how much
But it's
impact
not,
he brought.
But it's not always about just going off of what Tom was saying. It's not always about look at players like Juan Mata. Look at players like
No, but Zaha is that type of
No,
player.
I
Neil
understand
Heskey.
he is. I understand he
It's
is
not
that
about
type
the
of player.
goals.
He's capable of that, especially on Crystal Palace. He should be putting up the numbers, but he's bringing that impact. Who's the one player we talk about when Crystal Palace plays? Wilfried Zaha. We're not talking about Mijovic scoring.
Yeah, now we
Kabaye.
Kabay? No, come on.
Milojovic-
Not
dog.
anymore.
We should talk about.
I love that
Milojovic
dude.
is about this life. I thought he was just
Christian
about
Benteke.
PK life. He about this free
Come
kick life.
on.
I'll tell you who we're not talking about. Jeffrey Schlupp.
Yeah, he's.
Yo,
But
But that's my.
Jones.
But that's my point.
relax on the schlup, but
Wilfried Zaha is that guy for Crystal Palace. He's the guy that sells the shirts. He's their main
go-to
main
guy,
man,
he's the
and I
hero.
think he's ready to make the jump.
I agree.
I think he
100%.
is going to go to Arsenal this season. I think they're going to somehow. I have no idea how they're going to fit Ozil, Mkhitaryan, and Zaha in that starting lineup.
I
So.
would
Dude, Josh
love
King
that.
ties it up for Bournemouth late, 89th minute.
He's a baller. He's
2-2.
trash in Football Manager, but he's fire in real life.
Yeah,
hold
he's
on.
absolutely
Just found
killing
Willie Saha. How about the Maradona top the 18 to
That
work
was nice.
the shot?
This dude's so nice.
That was
This
nice.
was the
guy's
battle
the man.
of the youngest manager in the league, 40 years old, Eddie Howe, and the oldest manager in the league, 70 years old, Roy Hodgson. 30-year gap there, son.
Should have
Dude.
won. The Eagles. Eagles should have won this game, man.
I agree, man.
Watford 1, Burnley 2. Burnley, Sean Dyche out here overachieving, but doing it big. They managed to beat Watford
chasing
away,
those
man.
goons.
They're
Chasing
coming.
those
They're only
goons.
5 points behind.
Footsteps.
Did you say Sean Dyke? Does he go both ways? What?
No, he's not that until he becomes manager of Arsenal.
That.
That was rough.
Cricket.
Can't hit a horse.
That was rough.
Hey, you got to throw it up there.
Swing and a miss,
I was
dude.
waiting for a laugh so I could start laughing.
You know what?
Laugh track.
A box that throws punches. Not everyone lands. You know, hey, it is what it is.
You gotta take your shots. I like it. I appreciate
Hey,
it.
You gotta throw them out there.
5 points in between Burnley and Arsenal. All right, Arsenal could still slip up. Burnley could still slip up. They've proven resilient character comebacks. You know, getting points.
Absolutely, man.
Cinco de
1-0
Mayo.
games.
I brought this up a couple weeks. Cinco de Mayo, May 5th for those Americans listening to this podcast. All right, 'Cause
Shout out to all our Mexicans.
Arsenal FC versus Burnley
Make the most
FC.
stereotypical noises.
May 5th, 2018. Arsenal versus Burnley. This could be
That's it.
this could be the decider. Sean
I
Dykes
don't
thinks
care.
hey,
I'm not. Look, if
they win this game.
Arsenal can finish.
Burnley win that game. It's
dog.
2 points.
Arsenal can finish 15th in the league as long as we win the Europa League.
But you're not going to.
I'm good.
Atletico Madrid.
You don't know that.
I do.
Atletico,
I see the future.
Napoli.
You don't know that.
Who's that? Dude, it's stacked. You get no chance.
Stats? You
I'm
gonna
a
bring
media.
I
stats
said
at me?
Ghosted told me.
stacked.
Okay. All right.
Dude, Napoli's still involved.
Hey,
Are they?
Atletico
If
Madrid's
if
still
you're gonna bring up
involved.
May 5th,
You got Arsenal.
if you're gonna bring up
Is
May
that-
Yeah,
5th,
is that
Arsenal.
speed
I
bump?
ain't never scared.
That's speed
We
bump.
do need to mention that Mkhitaryan may be out for the season.
Yeah, he's done. Guys,
He messed his knee up.
Hey.
He may be out for the
Oh,
season.
great. Oh, we
Al.
got Sanchez. How's he doing? Oh, he's great. Fully fit.
How's Shaw doing?
Al,
Who cares?
Who cares?
if we're talking about May 5th, that same day, Liverpool and Chelsea play each other.
Why you gotta bring up
So,
Liverpool?
if Liverpool beat Chelsea, Arsenal have a chance to overtake them, maybe.
I see what
No
you did
way,
there.
dude.
So,
Chelsea's done.
Arsenal might be sitting in 5th.
I don't, dude. I really don't care about the.
You're not
the
going to
league
win
anymore.
Europa. You're
The
not.
league is.
You're
it is
not
what
gonna
it
win
is.
Europa.
Wow, things have changed.
Your
a
best
lot
player
since
is
I've
not
been
even
on the
playing
show.
anymore.
Priorities, Doug.
Aubameyang's not
I like
even
it, I
playing.
like
You think
it.
Aubameyang's playing in Europa, I think.
You know what? That may help.
It would. He's your best player right now.
We're more of a team. We're
Team?
about the
All right.
team now.
Tell that to Ozil when he's yelling at Bellerin.
To wrap it up,
We
last
yelled at.
couple of games, Watford won. No, my bad. Brighton won. Huddersfield won. Snooze fest here,
Moody.
1-1. Little relegation battle.
Fancy, baby. Although I did triple
Who
captain
scored?
Son this week for everyone out there. I'll share that with the world right
What's
there.
that, 6 points?
6 points.
Oof.
Real
That's
bomb
rough,
burner.
man. That's an ugly
Great
one.
choice.
I was watching this game, and I immediately, once Huddersfield scored, I go, I don't want to watch this fucking game anymore. Because I had Duffy
Professor
on my
X?
fantasy team. So, like, I'm like, oh, here we go. Brighton's looking good because they had that chance,
Yeah.
like, 30 seconds into the game.
Proper, yeah.
Yeah, they proper. I'm like, come on.
Yo, Duffy.
And then once Duffy made that pass and went in, I'm hanging out with a couple people in the living room. I'm like, I don't know. Nope. I don't even watch it.
I wonder if he's
I don't
related
watch this.
to Damien Duffy. Or is Damien Duff?
Damon Duff.
Nah, never mind.
We're going to
I thought
segue
it
into
was
that.
Duffy.
Dude, West Brom won. Swansea won.
West Brom are gone.
West Brom are done.
I feel bad for West Brom. I feel like West Brom,
The Baggies?
Stoke, and Southampton. Those are the three teams I feel like you need to have in the Premier League.
Huddersfield's down, man. Southampton's staying up. This just in.
No, man.
bet.
Southampton can't leave,
Crystal
man.
Palace are gone. Crystal Palace are the team for me.
You said you feel
Shut
like West
your
Brom?
fucking mouth. Tell with my Eagles like
Crystal
that.
Palace are gone, man.
Wow, we can sit over there with Tiki. He was saying that back in September.
Dude, I was, man. And I
Hey,
caught a lot of
they
heat.
have
How do you say
Southampton.
that?
Southampton are only down 3
Who was
points.
Willie Zaha?
Southampton.
Who was Willie Zaha?
Hold on.
That's who's staying up.
Southampton.
That's who's staying up. Put him on Southampton. They're staying up.
Southampton are only down 3 points. They're level on goal
Oh,
difference, and they have a game in hand.
Charlie Austin.
Charlie flipping awesome.
All right, you know why
Hold on,
Southampton's going down, man? This schedule.
Yeah, look at the schedule.
No,
I'm
I'm going to tell you the
No,
schedules
no,
right
I
here,
got it right
right
here.
now.
Yeah,
No, I'm
I'll
going to tell
say it.
everyone's schedule. So,
Really?
So
I mean,
no,
no,
not
All right.
Cue Liverpool. Cue Liverpool.
Man City.
It's coming. It's coming. Liverpool first.
All right,
Give us
so
Man
when-
City, bro. Man City
So-
first.
Why Man City?
No, I'm kidding.
All right. So
Flat
when there's
tire.
a couple teams, I see strong schedules.
Come on.
Who's
Schedule.
Brighton.
Let's go.
Brighton. If other teams start working, they can work their way down. They're facing Palace, Spurs, Burnley, City, United, Liverpool. They're playing.
That had a rhythm. That had a rhythm to it.
Five out of those.
Finally.
Yeah.
Finally.
5 out of those 6 teams are in the
Top
top
10.
7.
Yeah.
Like
All
that's
right.
crazy. And then we have
Who's that for?
Then we have West Brom. United, Liverpool, Newcastle, Spurs,
They're done. Let's not
Palace.
talk about West Brom.
See you
They're
later.
done.
West Ham is another team like Brighton where they're facing Stoke, Arsenal, City, United, Leicester,
Damn.
Everton.
Damn.
And then if you want to go to Swansea, they're facing Everton,
Can we
City.
talk about the
Che-
two teams we were just talking about and stop dancing around? Like,
Well, I'm
what's
telling you, like,
what's
well-
Southampton's schedule
Look,
and
Southampton,
what is
bro.
Crystal
Thank
Palace
you.
schedule?
Let's go
Those
Southampton.
two.
Fine,
Fine, guys.
Southampton.
Those are the ones.
Chelsea, Leicester, and they have Leicester twice. That's weird. Chelsea, Leicester, Bournemouth, Swansea, Everton, Man City. So there's 2, maybe 3. I see 2 or 3
Palace?
games.
For South.
2 games they're not going to win. City and Chelsea.
And Palace?
Was
Oh,
that
sorry. Oh, it was Chelsea today.
Was that just Southampton? Or
Southampton?
that was Southampton.
Okay, that was Southampton. Okay.
Palace.
Palace. Where are you? Oh, so Brighton, Watford, Leicester, Stoke, West Brom.
They're fine.
That's much better.
They're fine.
Yeah, but those teams are hungry.
So's Palace. Palace
Those
is in
teams
the
are
relegation
hungry.
battle. It's a relegation. That's what you're hoping for. That you're fighting another team in relegation
But-
versus playing Man City.
But like
Okay,
I
you don't want
said,
to play Man City,
Yeah.
but you might.
don't forget about certain teams like Swansea and Huddersfield because they're right there as well. And West
forgot
Ham,
about 'em, Doug.
they're all right there.
Everyone's right there, man.
It's right,
Everyone's
you can,
it's
you
gonna
can
come
almost
to the
touch
last
it.
day.
It's, right, it's still right there.
Dude, West
Well, so
Brom
basically,
won.
Huddersfield ends the season with Chelsea, City, Arsenal, and Everton.
Yeah, it's rough, man. West Brom won. Swansea City won, like we said. West Brom almost had it, but they're
We're gonna
down.
get to the Champions League results because we got to talk about that. We got to talk about
Champions League. What do
Ronaldo.
you got to say?
Ronaldo's the best player on the
CR7
planet. He's the best.
No, James Milner. Sorry.
No, he's done.
Hold on,
He's dust.
Pause.
Quote, quote, end quote.
Pause.
He's done. He's
Pause.
done.
All right, you guys.
Yeah,
you guys
Hussy.
wait, pause.
He's done.
Yeah,
He's done.
pause.
He's done. He's
Pause.
done.
Hold on, one second. 2 episodes ago,
I'm gonna.
Huss was like, "Oh, I never said James Milner was done." No, I've never said that in my life. We called you out, Bus.
I'm
You
gonna
did say that.
I should listen
gave
to
you
this.
the
I never
evidence,
listened
too.
to it.
Pause.
You guys told me to listen to it. I just didn't.
Pause. Let's let Huss get all of his ideas out of the way. Let's get all the jokes out, all the dumb ideas out of the way, and then we'll start talking about the real football.
We could be here for a
No,
while.
I have.
We could be here for a while. if we
I
do
have
that.
eccentric ideas. You are the one with the dumb ideas.
That's true.
Saying Paul Pogba is the best midfielder in the world.
First time in the show.
And saying that
Cristiano Ronaldo, the best player on planet Earth. He's gonna win his what 6th or 5th Ballon d'Or.
If they win the Champos,
they're gonna, bro. They're gonna win it.
I'll come around. I think Messi's the best.
Messi's
Yeah,
doing it.
No, hey, man, he can dribble.
Messi's
He
rank-
can do tap-ins. Cristiano can score from 40 meters. He can do
Messi
spikes.
can't?
Dude, when's
does
the
it.
last time he scored from 40 meters?
Free kicks?
No, free kicks don't
Messi
count.
does.
Free kicks don't count.
Yeah, I'll tell you what does count. Assists.
Listen, Ronaldo's
I
the
tell
Messi's
people, I tell
got
you what
way
people
more
remember
assists
more:
than
the
Ronaldo.
goals.
Yeah, and Messi dribbles
Messi
around
got
7
goals.
people.
Oh, yeah, that's
Cristiano
what
can't dribble
goals.
around
I
7
remember
people.
the last
Doesn't have to dribble around 7. He'll
remember
shoot
the
it from 40.
I don't
and
remember the
score.
last time
That
the
was-
Ballon d'Or nominee looked at the assists.
Pause.
Never.
You look at
Pause.
everything.
Hold on.
You look at
Look at
goals
everything
happened
but assists.
earlier in the
goals
season?
and
Goals and trophies.
Let me give you.
Goals,
How
let me
many
give-
how many assists did Ronaldo have when he won the Ballon d'Or? See,
he had a
R9.
good
10 or less.
And no one gives
Let's
him
talk.
up, though. We know the
Let's
goals.
talk about.
Because
Let's
it's a
talk
different
about this.
position.
Let's
Defense
talk about
was
this.
championships.
Let's talk about this. Ronaldo, when it comes right down to it, he scores the memorable goals. He does all of it.
Bicycle
People
kick.
were saying he was finished. You know how many goals he has in his last 12
Dude,
games?
just even in
it
Champions
was like
League.
30 goals. I don't remember the exact number.
He has more. He has more goals. He has more goals than Mo
bro,
Salah.
hyperbole.
He has
Less
more goals
games.
than everyone. He's the leading
Dude,
goal
and we
scorer in
talk
the world.
about Champions League being the big stage. This is where the players make their name. Dude, the last 3 years he's owned the Champions League.
He did
bro.
that against Gigi
More
Buffon.
the last 4.
And what was Chiellini doing, honestly? Chiellini, that was. I was so surprised when there was that miscommunication between
Yeah,
Chiellini and Buffon.
that created the
I
whole
was
issue.
literally like, "What? What just happened?" I've never seen.
But you have to
him do
think
that
of it. You
before.
also have to say this. Barzagli said after the game, he's like, "There's nothing we can do about that. That's just like that's one of
that
those
goal?
few.
Special, yeah.
That's one of those few moments where you're just like, like you have to hold your hands
Yeah.
up and just be like, hey, Ronaldo.
That's why everyone in Turin was
Amazing.
clapping.
Yeah.
The old lady,
Yeah,
they were
they gave
applauding.
Cristiano
Wow,
Ronaldo, and the reason why I say Cristiano Ronaldo is the best, and I don't care what anyone says, he's done it in the Premier League. Not only has he been good in the Premier League, he dominated the Premier League for
He ran the table.
I want to
yeah.
say 3 years.
He
I don't
won
want to
Man
say
United in Champions League. Let's
Oh,
be
yeah,
honest.
Exactly.
from 06-07 to the day he left, he dominated.
he was the
Drag
best
United to
player
the Champions
in the
League.
world at that time.
Yeah, man.
And
Yeah.
you know, I think he got robbed from the Kaká Ballon d'Or when Kaká won it. I thought he got.
Kaká was outrageous that year.
I know, but I don't.
And you know what? It goes to like the
Champions League.
team that
he won the
wins
Champions League.
Exactly.
versus so
The fucking
individually, yeah.
Dude,
can make a
speaking
difference
speaking
there.
of CR7, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid Derby this
the
weekend.
Fortnite celebration. Yeah.
It's 1-1. Ronaldo gets himself a goal, of course, but Griezmann 4 minutes later responds.
CR7, man. Just a
Cristiano, he's gonna win a fucking World Cup too. I almost swore. Sorry.
We're past that point.
You did, though.
Right, you
I
saw the first
I
time.
almost-
and then
I
you
almost
caught
took it-
yourself.
Wait,
Wait,
for
did we
that,
talk
I
about
brought it
James
back.
Milner leading everybody in assists?
No one cares.
James Milner, dude.
You bringing this
James
bullshit
Milner.
up, dude.
Now that we're talking about James Milner,
Dude, you
let's talk
said he
about
was
him.
done. You said he was done. You can't.
No, you know what? I have
keep
not
blowing
heard
him.
I have not heard
Keep
that.
blowing him.
I have not heard
He's
it.
not gonna return
Dude,
the favor.
we all heard it. Just because you haven't heard it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
I don't
No,
know if it
in his
did
mind,
exist.
he never
I
heard
don't
it.
know. I don't know
It
if it
exists.
did
The
exist.
Black
I think you
Swan
guys are.
theory.
This is like Truman Show. You guys are all just. This is a conspiracy theory
All
right
right,
now.
we're wrapping this
Making
up.
all this up.
Thank you for listening, guys. We're
I
not
just want to
doing
say
this
before
again, Milner.
get off, I want to say I love this
Before we
show.
get off?
Before we get off,
We're gonna go circle jerk.
I'm gonna play.
Circle jerk
We're
intent.
gonna play.
Circle jerk intent.
We're gonna
in the
play
living
FIFA.
room.
We got a FIFA tournament
No, this
to
is like a
go.
hexagon.
I have to redeem myself one-on-one. I gotta say this. I love this show. I was on some website the other day, and you guys were
Pentagon.
actually listed as like in the top 40 most influential football podcasts in the world.
Really?
Swear to God. I swear to God. I swear on my life.
Where was this?
I don't remember the link. I'm gonna
Well,
have. I'm
remember
gonna
it.
have Amir from the Faux Brits. Shout out Amir from the Faux Brits. Look it up for me because he was the one who sent it to me. But you guys are the real deal, and you guys, I love the show. I love coming on.
Hey, thanks. We
Love having you, man.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
Love
shout
the
out
energy.
to
Love
you
the
guys.
hot
Hey,
takes.
just don't talk so much.
Best midfielder.
Yeah, do us a favor. Don't talk so much.
And I'm gonna say this. Let's go play some FIFA, boys.
Hey.
Love that. Love your energy.